You said first, but do you get first?
No, it's impossible.
We'll see.
For Christ, all things are possible. Ragnar is a Christian now.
Oh no. That's where all the Ragnars have gone. They've become Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. Latter-day Saints. Thank you.
Yep, of course. Have you heard the word of one Octavian Ragnar? Also, if you thank you for the 37 months, Jesus Christ, why?
Legend.
Why has this been going this long?
Well,
Why haven't we been canceled yet? Right? Do what?
Because everybody else is paying you too for the DM, right?
Yeah. God, I don't think I could be paid to DM. I don't think you could genuinely pay me to DM. Because at that point, I feel pressured, and that feels... At that point, it feels like work. And I'm not here for that. Whole different vibe. I respect the people that are able to, though. Alright, so last we left off, Mount CLAWE walked into House Ragnor and noticed there was a large spider with a strange eyes all over its body and a very large one on its back that was promptly yanked off of the ceiling and jumped immediately before barely getting off a single attempt at disintegrating a party member. You guys then met, I believe, an Etten in the resting quarters, in the bunks off to the left side, in the west wing, who you decided to talk down and befriend rather than have any quarrel with, as they seemed to be minding their own business for the most part. They offered you some of their treasure, including most of it was just weapons that had been taken and pilfered from the manor. Very standard swords, maces, bows, what have you. But as well in there was a bit of gold and a strange robe that was covered in eyeballs as well. Off to the east wing, you were able to find the mess hall, where a few members of the missing peace party that you sent here initially were holding out with some of the staff. It seems Casey is also actually first. Sorry, Luffy.
I tried redeeming, just kept saying out of stock.
Well, because you're probably not in time.
Sure.
And it appears for the Constitution saving throw I was about to ask you to make, Art has rolled a 1 and has had a heart attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
So all that work on that sheet, I'm going to need you to just throw out, and we're going to get you a new one here soon, bud, all right?
Gotcha.
Yep, perfect.
Get Death Knight, I'll raise you back up.
Can I roll to modify the rest of his body?
To what? The rest of his body? Hold on.
Can I roll to robotify the rest of his body and bring Art back?
I mean, it's D&D. Anything's possible.
He can't have a heart attack if he doesn't have one.
You're right.
Funny enough, that's Art's idea too.
I was gonna say, simply get a new one. All right. Something I will say. The party has gone between travel and encounters. It has been a bit over 12 hours since the party has taken a proper long rest. Between the exertion and the amount of time, if the party does continue to press forward, it is possible. It is absolutely doable. But I would say more exertion is going to equal the further in you get. I may have you start making Constitution saving throws for points of exhaustion, just based on how long the party has been moving and how much the party has been exerting themselves over the past day. But with that being said, Mount Claw, what would you like to do?
I want a sleepy.
I will be real. A long rest would be pretty good for lore reasons, since I will be up and down a lot. So I would like a long rest.
Are we aware of the repercussions of taking a long rest?
No.
We are somewhat under a clock. There are individuals who are currently doing something that may or may not be time-based, and we could possibly miss that timing by taking a long rest. I'm just throwing the info out there. I'm cool to long rest with the rest of y'all. I'm just letting you know, like, that's what will probably happen if we take a long rest.
The most I can give you as your dungeon master is to put it in like gamified standard or like gamified I guess terms. If you do decide to take a long rest, you will not be locked out of anything, if that makes sense.
You said doo-doo.
Shut up.
Bear's not gonna throw away all the work he did. He'll still try to kill us.
He's still gonna allow us to death.
Yeah.
A benevolent god, truly.
You're welcome.
If
This
it won't harm anything in that sense, then we probably should just long rest.
It is entirely up to you guys. That is the most I can give you.
If you're more worried about it, Trent, we don't have to rush. We keep pressing forward.
I just want to do what the group wants to do. I just want everybody to know what would happen if it happens. Like, whatever our decision is. Like, that, because what it feels like as a player, there is something going down in Ragnor Manor that is time-based, based on like the meeting or whatever, and things may or may not change in the future depending on how long it takes us to get to the top of Ragnor Manor and deal with this meeting. That's all I want. That's all I really want to get across without like making people not long rest. Like I'm just putting that out there. I just want the group to know.
I need 8 hours to attune to my eyeball weapon. Otherwise, it is Ragnar's house, so I'll just go with what he says. He would be the one to feel the most urgency, I feel.
If anyone, let me offer this. If we don't long rest, we have, our issue is obviously exhaustion. I don't think a short rest would do anything about that.
In terms of avoiding exhaustion, no.
If you really feel pressed for time, like you want to push in, I do have a potion that gives the effects of a long rest in my inventory, and I can give that to you if you just want to like run in there. But I'm
You're
cool
talking me?
with it. Oh no,
I was just thinking because of combat and my limited awareness this session. I know Ragnar is a big tank. And does punch things pretty hard. That's why I was thinking long rest, but that is up to you all. I'm down for whatever.
And this is part of the hard part.
Warrior King.
This is just a decision. I am going with the majority, regardless. I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah, vote long rest.
All right, let's go on. Let's do a
Let's
vote
long
here.
rest.
How many?
Let's get votes.
I
I mean,
vote for.
I vote long rest personally.
So we got 3 for at least 3 for long.
I
rest.
vote for rest. I mean, after all, it will help us regain our mana.
Alright, yeah, then, well, as soon as it was 3, that was majority, so yeah, 3 is it. We'll go for the long rest.
Resty boy it is.
Okay. How are you guys wanting to set up your rest?
I say we go back to the...
We're gonna use all alcohol so we can pop the achievement.
Yep. Old
Well, I
dwarven
say
tradition.
We go back to the room with the ogre, the 2-headed ogre, and just sleep in there, and he can keep watch. And if you don't feel like trusting him to keep watch, I mean, we can just do a watch. But the issue with watching in that scenario is it would in order to mathematically get everybody to long rest, it would take an extra 2 hours on top of the 8 hours.
Dude, mathematics be damned. And also, I think some people are of different races that don't require 8 hours.
Yeah,
I
I'm
only
just-
require 4.
So even if we sit without somebody for a few hours, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Or someone can watch for 4 hours and then sleep and whatever.
Like we all just go to sleep and then let the big ogre guy watch, and then Art gets up in 4 hours, and then that way we're not wasting any more time.
All right.
Okay, so that brings you guys back to the sleeps room, the bunks, the barracks. And I'm not gonna put all the tokens back on here, but I will mention, actually, hold on, I can just do this. I think they're on the other one. Yeah, there we go. The empty chest is still back along the wall. Just can't see it from here. And you start to come back and you notice the more dull head kind of looks back at you guys and just, oh, hi friends. How's the excursion going? You find anything interesting? You notice the other head is also currently sleeping, taking its turn.
Trent just kind of puts his finger over his mouth and shh.
Nope.
We're gonna take a nap.
Alright, sorry. I'll be quiet as a mouse. He gets up and immediately like knocks over his club and it kind of clatters to the floor. Just gonna. Do you need these? And he kind of like lifts up a few of the blankets that they've like torn up onto the floor. It seems most of them are pretty dirty and have various liquids on them.
Trent pulls out the blanket that Olivia gave him. He's like, no, thank you. I'll just take a nap. And he just
All right. Get
cuddles
prepared.
up into one of the beds.
Well, I'll keep an eye out.
Teddy bear in this one. So.
A teddy
While
bear
we're-
that no longer has a head. Yeah.
While we're resting, I can identify any magical items that we don't know what they do yet.
Correct. Spending time identifying them, yeah.
Yeah. Ritual casting. Which I believe the only thing that we don't have identified is the cloak.
I believe so. I think everything else you were good on, and then the robe that they just gave you from the chest back there. The robe that had eyeballs all over it.
They can't use mute.
Yeah, Trent would hand over that equilibrium so he could take a look at it.
Cool. Before Equilibrium goes to sleep, he'll like just ritual cast Identify, find out what it does, let Trent know in the morning.
Gotcha. And yeah, now I have tossed that in the unique items channel of the Discord. If you would like a detailed description of what that does.
Yes.
There's also a link to it if that's easier, but I have copy-pasted the general points as well as a very small change. The change just being, I think normally it's got patterns of eyes sewed into it. This one in particular had eyes that actually opened and closed. And they had this yellowish tint, like almost like a sickly yellow tinge to the whites of it at first. But as you identify it, that slowly begins to fade, as though like the essence of it from its previous owner is starting to fade.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm. Or at least their attachment to the magical item is beginning to fade. You know, it's a case of covered in eyes of various sizes. They open and close at will, or to be hidden if necessary. While you wear the robe, you gain the following benefits. Lets you see in all directions, and you have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. You have dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. And you can see invisible creatures and objects, as well as see into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet.
Oh, shit.
If a light spell is cast on the robe or a daylight spell is cast within 5 feet of it, it causes you to be blinded for 1 minute, however. And at the end of your turns, you can make a con save to end the blindness on a success.
Man, that's dangerous.
But you also gain from it... here, go ahead.
I dare say this is most useful in the hands of somebody that can't see in the dark. Likewise, the boots that I got my hands on are probably best for someone who's going to be sneaking around a lot. Which, I don't figure that I'm going to spend too much time scouting ahead.
Well,
The Ragnors are known for their stealth.
who's our sneaky person here? Who would benefit from the most?
I oddly think it's me.
It's probably you or me.
I think it's
Probably you though.
I want to say. Oh no, I have disadvantage on stuff because I'm wearing scale mail, so it's probably you.
It gives you advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently, which would negate the disadvantage the scale mail gives.
The reason I don't want it is I don't want to be able to see into the ethereal plane. Thank you very much.
There's nothing out there.
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah, just like Casey says, there's nothing in the ocean.
I mean, if nobody else wants them, I'll take it. But
yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm good. Like we could get into them mind flayers.
Equilibrium will give him the boots then, I guess.
Art, what color is your general attire? Is it similar to your token? Like red vest, white shirt, no?
Red, very similar.
I don't know.
Yeah, you put it on and you notice that the browns and the greens kind of clash with the red just a little bit, but probably worth the minor fashion faux pas.
I can fix it.
Exactly, you can make it work.
I can fix her.
Bro, no, you can't. Hold on, Trent, stop. But yeah. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before bedding down?
When Winter, he's not gonna be laying in bed. He'll just be like leaning against the wall here. He doesn't know how to attune his weapons. He's just gonna have one in each hand when he goes to sleep, and that'll do it. If you see him at night, you'll just see like yellow energy like going from one hand down into the other.
Mhm.
He just feels it. That's how you do it. Because like it's different than like, I mean, it's a magic weapon. I guess you have to do that for magic weapon anyway. But for me, I need to like, the rune's gonna pop up on it, and it just says 8-hour long rest.
Yep.
Does it?
And during this, I believe, you said you only needed 4 hours to rest, correct?
Yeah, 4 hours. Trance.
Trent, do you also have trance
Have
as a
what?
drow? Do you also have trance for your long rest? Or is that just a non-drow elf thing?
I want to say I don't
You're
actually.
drow. You should. Because you're an elf, right?
Yes.
I
So
I
you
know it's
should
an elf
trance.
thing. I don't know what all drow get specifically.
I get different racial stuff, so I'm not sure. Give me a second.
That's fair. I know you get like innate spellcasting and stuff like that, so they get that instead.
Yeah, I do know.
Okay,
Really? Interesting.
that is interesting.
I get the superior dark vision, which is 120 feet instead of 60. My charisma scores increased by 1. I get drow magic. I know dancing lights, fairy fire, and darkness. And then proficiency with rapier, short swords, and crossbows. That is all I get.
Gotcha. Okay. So, if everybody is taking a rest, everybody sleeps for a good 8 hours, except for you, Art. You'll be up after your 4. But as you begin to come out of your trance, you kind of scan the room and look around. You notice that the Ettins have switched shifts as well, so Wog is speaking now instead of Rook. The more intellectual head, and kind of just like gives you a small greeting wave as sees you, and then kind of like puts a finger over, like a big finger over his lips as he looks around, and you see the rest are still sleeping. He goes back to tending the fire. But looking around, you notice a couple things while the party is resting. The first thing to catch your attention is off to the side of the room, Ragnor appears to be... You've seen him toss and turn in his sleep before. This is closer to Night Terror level thrashing. He hasn't fallen or thrown himself out of the bed necessarily, but he is like... There are claw marks in the sheets. There are claw marks on the headboard. You won't even know how he managed to get there, but you notice Wog kind of throws a concerned look in that direction once in a while and then just tries to ignore it, as if he's confused and he's not sure if that's normal for him. But you're also not sure. He just seems more restless than usual. But you also notice that where Marjorie's crab companion the day before had retaliated after the bite on Marjorie, those wounds should have been major scars and incredibly deep.
Mm-hmm.
You see no signs of scarring or even any wound that has been there at this point, as Ragnar's abdomen area has returned to normal.
Can I walk over and just to see even if this would like either help or either like I don't think it would fix anything, but like maybe help. Can I go over and cast like lesser restoration to see if it like gives at least a more like peaceful sleep?
You can. And in doing so, you notice that like the like rising and falling of his chest does begin to slow just a little bit. And while you and your medical knowledge and from what you've gained from what has taken hold in him at this point is way more serious and something that would require a far more severe treatment, you welcome this as a band-aid fix for now in hopes that your friend will get a little bit more restful sleep at the very least, as he does slowly calm down and kind of at least stop tossing and turning. He is almost dead still after that point.
Yeah, and I definitely write down kind of the symptoms of what's going on. I write down the fact that he like healed super fast. He's been obviously injured in like a battle before. Has he always healed this fast, or is this something that's relatively new?
This is something that's relatively new.
Okay. Yeah, I remember so when you talked about like kind of like bubbling almost last time.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely write all that stuff down. I'm trying to just so I have it, because I don't know what it is right now, but I'm sure there's got to be something that explains this out there.
Gotcha. As well, on the other side of the room, you would notice, as Winter described, the energy transferring kind of up one arm and into the other, and you actually notice the runes that you're used to seeing on his trademark greatsword at this point are beginning to fade and have slowly begun to disappear from the greatsword as they have begun to reappear on the strange axe in his other hand. And the axe is also it has shrunk to be a weapon like, actually more easily usable for someone his size. So it seems like the attunement is going normal for what you can tell through your expertise with magic items. Even if he is doing it in an unorthodox manner of sleeping while doing it.
Yeah.
Poor Art.
Yeah, Art does definitely isn't like a fan of that. And he's just kind of like, I think it's one of those things where you see it and it's like it's just this kind of like deep like this almost in the deep, like you can just feel something bad's gonna happen watching this, but there's nothing you can really do to stop it at this point.
Mm-hmm. And as the rest goes on, eventually you guys do manage to get up around pretty early morning, about, say, 5 or 6 or so. Be solid for most of you. And Winter, I would like you to roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's my guidance? Wake up.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh. Okay. It's kind of rude. Okay.
And
would we have tip HP at this point? That would fall off right at this point.
it would fall off after a long rest, correct? But you would feel a sharp pain in the hand that was holding the axe. And Trent, you would actually kind of wake up and roll over, look around, see everybody starting to get up. See kind of Winter sitting on the floor to your right, just holding both weapons. And you watch as Winter goes to stretch, and you hear the greatsword kind of clatter out of one hand. And as he goes to stretch, you notice the axe is in the other hand, and you see these thorny spikes protruding through the back of his hand, where the axe has essentially attached itself.
Oh, that's fine.
Nothing bad will come.
And the greatsword would probably just be in pieces. The only thing holding it together were the runes.
Surprisingly enough, it still has several cracks in it. It's still chipped and worn and looks very old. It's still holding together. Hasn't fallen to pieces. But it does look, it looks worn for sure. It shows its age.
Awake from that, yeah. I mean, am I able to switch it? I'll try to switch it to my other hand. Or just, I guess, drop it. If it impales me.
As you put your hands together, you feel spikes protrude through the other hand as well. You don't take any extra damage from it. But you notice the blood that comes out of your right hand as you put them together is immediately absorbed into the weapon.
Concerning. If only somebody in our group had warned me when we were getting this.
Do you say that?
Yeah. I was like, damn, if only I knew.
I think it's one of those things where Art tries not to react, but you can feel his body tense from like a ways away. Just
That's
seething.
yeah, understandable.
It's okay. There's no way we could have known.
Yeah, it's so cool though.
Ear.
All right, let's go use this. That's not good.
Art, as you are like looking that direction.
Winter.
Yeah. Art, as you are looking the direction of the axe looks back at you and appears to roll its eyes. All 7 or 8 of them, however many you can see.
I do like I look at it and I do like one of those like where you put your 2 fingers like towards your eyes and you put them back towards them. I'm talking about, I do that to them.
Yeah. Just kind of like squints a little bit and then closes them all. And Winter, you are able to freely transfer it between your hands, but that is the first thing you notice when you're waking up.
Yeah. With that, I'm just kind of testing around with it. Like, can I still strap it to my back, or is it gonna stab me there? Or... Like,
it seems like you are able to. It seems like you are able to strap it to your back.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm just swinging it at this bed. I'm gonna try to smash this bed in half. Like next week. Not the one Trent's on.
Gotcha. Go ahead and you can give me an attack roll then, and let me get you your stats real quick.
I have 1d12 plus 5. Yeah.
It'll be
once per turn, spend a bonus action to roll a hit die. Add that damage.
Let me see here. Yep, you got it.
Hold +8 on attacks now.
An 18 definitely hits the bed.
Let's go, guys.
Are you just doing a regular swing?
Yeah.
Not enhancing it? Okay.
Yeah. Smash it, shit. Oh, I guess that would wake up Ed. Oh well, my bad.
Most people are already awake at this point, but those that are kind of like slow to get up are kind of jolted by the sound of this axe crashing through the poor wooden structure. Kind of embeds itself into the stone a little bit, and you have to kind of like give it a tug to get it out. Definitely feels heavy and well used, but very well made.
Cool. Alright, nobody had any awful dreams? We're all good?
I look over at Ragnar.
No, I would say no one.
Ragnor, wait, have we woken up for the day?
Yes.
Ragnor, you can tell, has like bags under his eyes. Like, yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, we're all awake. Everybody, gather around. I have my idea. I actually have Winter as an idea.
Are you gonna banish us to the Shadow Realm?
No, not yet.
Equilibrium gathers round to witness this historic moment right now.
It doesn't have to be that sassy, but... Okay. So we got Ragnor. There's a fake Ragnor somewhere else, presumably. Let's pretend our Ragnor is the fake Ragnor. Like, I could be big bodyguard. I mean, I got axe with eyes. We got a crab. That's weird. We can be the ones.
That's weird.
We could be the evil Ragnar.
Wait, you're saying that the Ragnar we have in our group isn't the right Ragnar?
No, we pretend that he's the copy when we walk in.
That's gonna take some real convincing, but I mean,
I'm a thespian.
I mean, if it fails, then we fight them anyway, right?
I don't
So
think you are.
As long as we
Uh,
don't
can so-
walk right into the
someone-
room with the fake Ragnar,
Can
it
someone
could
roll a
work.
performance check +2, or I think it's -2 for me?
Performance
For
check
Ragnar
minus
to
2.
try to recite, for Ragnar to try to recite like some
I'm-
Shakespearean.
You got it, Dan?
I got it.
You said you got it. I'll see what you can do for him.
that's pretty good.
Performance +9.
It's -2.
For the record, I threw one at the same time and it was a natural one, so we'll see what Trent can do for you.
A big -1.
Not much better.
Well,
Well, advantage. 'cause
good
we'll have
with
good
Trent's
undead
stats.
Yeah.
Still a 1.
Oh, I
Still a
didn't
1 with
realize
Ragnar
that.
stats.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ragnar stats. I'm over here like I can do performance.
You can. You absolutely can. You're great at that.
I mean, you know, I with some talking, I think maybe we could pull it off.
Ragnar, you're actively forgetting things about yourself as you try to speak.
Nice.
I'm
Hell yeah.
not so sure. I think we'd have a better chance getting you to pretend to be Ragnar than the real Ragnar pretending to be himself.
Ragnar looks over at Winter, and like kind of gives him a nod and is like, "This idea is good. I think we do it. I think I don't talk. I'm a physical actor."
Yeah, I'm just gonna like get out of the way, like you're the celebrity.
I think. Yeah, I do. It's all nods, and it's all because if I say something Ragnar-esque, they'll know I'm the real one.
And we all know I'm good at speaking on, quick on my feet. So.
But
We could put like a
I can
rag
give
over
an
your head and like.
no, I can give an intimidating nod like the best of them. After all, he's pretending to be me.
Only issue is, as far as I'm aware, Drow like to talk a lot. Often about how much better they are than everyone. Don't get me wrong, some Drow are lovely to listen to talking. Don't you worry, Trent. Some Drow I love
like
talking
pointing
to.
his fingers
but
together,
like-
this thumbs up, like.
But those Drow out there are the not fun kind, and they're the ones that think they're better than everybody.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'll be honest. The end goal isn't to just, like take their place, right? We're probably gonna have to kill them either way.
I
This would
mean,
just get us
I
close
suppose
for it.
we could. It would at least
Right,
confuse
but we can
them
use
for a
this as
little
like a
bit.
surprise. We can use this as like a surprise attack. Yeah, right.
Would help us take them off guard, I'd say. Yeah, could work.
Yeah, I'm also down for just
I'm
smoking
in.
in there.
I slap Winter on the back, and I'm like, I'm in. Let's do it.
You actually hear the intellectual head pipe up, like hearing this. Just yes, Lady Ulira did seem very charismatic and full of herself when she spoke highly of, well, herself. She did not necessarily speak very highly of Mr. Ragnor. She very much seemed like someone who enjoyed being in power and being what's the word? A narcissist.
Would Trent or the man himself know anything about this woman after hearing her name?
You can give me... I would say you can give me a history check.
Oh, hell yeah. +1, baby.
Is that the person that was pretending to be Ragnar? Or is that different?
6.
From what you've heard, that was the person that was with the fake Ragnor and the head of House Autress, the more magic-oriented house, rather. Apparently, the three of them were traveling together to get through here. And with a 6, beats you. Never heard of her before. She's probably not important.
Some bitch. Alright, well. I guess it's time to head on up there, ain't it?
So either the other idea was also just pretend that we, captured Ragnor.
My only question with that would be is like how would we leverage that over them to make an advantage out of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I had idea. That's it.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I mean, it sounds rad. I'm not sure. I just looks over at Ragnor, looks over at Winter, and it's gonna take some real convincing to try to like convince anybody that you are who you are and who you aren't are who you are.
I think I just had a stroke.
That one hurt Martin.
That was good. That's good.
I mean, just look at Ragnor. I mean, like, no disrespect, but like Ragnor steps in the room and that's Ragnor. Like, trying to convince somebody that that's not Ragnor it's like.
Yeah, we'll probably be walking into a room where they've been with that Ragnor forever.
What if we all disguised ourselves as Ragnor?
Oh God! Now we're thinking.
Yeah, say,
No,
while you guys discuss, I'm gonna look extra real quick. I will not be
lights
long.
up at that idea.
Oh, I like that one. I have been officially talked out of my idea though, but just because there's like, I mean, they've probably not been separated, right? It won't be hard for them to just ask the actual fake Ragnar a question.
I say we do it.
I mean, I don't think it'll hurt. I'm always down. It sounds just fucking rad.
Oh.
Marjorie, you mind passing the booth?
Here's the booth. Here, you're gonna need that booth for what we're about to be doing up in this bitch. Let me tell you that. I mean, I think that up to this point we've controlled the battlefield incredibly well, and I don't see any reason why we're going to have a problem with the next one. That is my 2 cents about it. There has not that we haven't had our fair share of close encounters and almost dying. All I'm saying is we've done really well controlling a battlefield even at a moment's notice. I feel as though with Ragnar giving us maybe a little bit of insight as to what we're looking into, what the room should at least kind of look like, maybe we can have an idea of how to approach it or how to control it. But ultimately, I think this is one of those Ragnar's gotta reclaim his throne kind of thing. I hate to say it, I look at Ragnar. This one's kind of on you, buddy.
If it's up to me, then we do Trent's idea. Or sorry, not Trent, Winter's idea.
Yeah.
That's and I he kind of looks he looks over at the whole squad and is like, I think all of us should either disguise self or sorcery it up, or we should have more than one fake Ragnor.
If clothes
I
is
kind of
all
like
you
the
need.
idea. I mean, I kind of like the idea of just going in there and reclaiming your honor and stuff like that. That seems kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the plan is to start with a disguise, I can go. Me and the crab can. We don't do stealth.
Well, I could challenge the fake Ragnor to a one-on-one Void Cube summit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Scrap all the other ideas. Walk in there, declare Mak'gora. My daughter wants Oreos, but I like the 1v1. That's cool.
Well, if you're working on disguises, if clothing is all you need, I believe there were more of your warrior's attire in the dressers and trunk that's not open over there.
Do we think there's more spiders in there? Because technically, the crab could disguise itself as a spider.
Can you disguise as that spider back there?
I want you to know, I was thinking about this the whole time you were going over it, and my brain was just picturing the crab dressed up as Lazarus Ragnor. So
No, yeah, when I say all of it, I mean all.
I'm glad you're like rationalizing it, because my brain's just like, I really want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then we all
people,
strike. And then we all strike again. You force poses.
if people have it, you know what I mean?
We become a Ragnor Megazord.
Just Voltron together, a Mega Ragnor.
Oh my god.
I think just walking with your chest out and asking for a 1v1. Cool.
I mean, that's genuinely, if Ragnar wants to disguise us. We're going with that route. I don't mind either, but
I mean, I feel like we would just do both easily. Like, whenever that one fails, that was my plan the whole time. I didn't expect to, like, you know, deceive anybody for
Ragnar's
long.
like in his brain. He's like, Octavian would do the 1v1, but I'm not Octavian, so we should do, for the greater good of eminence and opulence, we should do the disguise. We should do the disguise plan. Get a good hit in.
all right. Well, I'm pretty sure the crab can look like a spider, so there's at least that. I hate to say it, Marge is gonna have to stand outside the door on this one, homies.
Well,
Marge
once we do a
Yeah, once
surprise
shit
attack
goes
and get
down,
the one
yeah.
big hit in, yeah.
Marge will mostly make sure nobody's gonna get the hell out. They're definitely gonna be stuck in there with you.
Or just waiting to pull the cord that trips them at the end of the door when they go to run out.
Yeah, actually, I will do that though.
Just like some Looney Tunes shit, rubbing our hands
Yeah,
together.
I'll get a nice rope ready, so all I gotta do is pull it. I'm not very strong, but all I gotta do is trip them. So
We're never to see Marge again.
Marge gets dragged away by the guy because he's so much stronger. He just starts
Just
running
carries
and
the rope.
Please
Trap
let go of the
door
rope.
spider
I
shows
can't.
up.
This is my only rope.
Oh god. Whatever you decide to do, we wish you the best. If you do manage to get rid of Lady Ulira, she was very intimidating. Please come let us know so that we can leave safely.
That seems fair. Yeah.
I mean, the door's right there.
We're not going anywhere until this place is
Safely.
more
Safely.
quiet. We have our peace here. For now. Thank you.
Alright. Team Ragnor. I'm gonna just be an intimidating bodyguard and yell at people to get out of the way. I'm sure we'll never have to deal with them behind us.
Excuse me. I'm gonna let the crab use its do its shift into a decent sized spider. And it does have stealth, like better stealth anyways. It's like in all reality, it's going to try and just stay like hidden and back, but also as something that should be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Especially with the like the ones that you've seen around, you get a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Marge will genuinely, unless you like, Marge has a few bits of metal, and she's going to try and fashion a few traps leg traps.
Yeah, good choice of words.
I'm just gonna do them based off of wisdom. Oh my god, Marge, why are you like this?
Marge, no.
Hey yo, I look over at fucking my brain suddenly died. Yo, Art, come here.
Yeah. What's up?
What I do wrong? Why this leg trap not working?
As you look at it, where Marge tried to put the screws in, was right in. I was gonna say it is right where the structural integrity of it needs to be. So she actually just made the piece way more flimsy and snapped it at like that joint. Also, you're pretty sure a pair of her undergarments is wrapped up in one side of it.
Art turns around and doesn't say anything. Nah, can I cast mending on it? I'll give you another shot at it. I'll just mend it and then walk away.
The pieces of metal, yeah. That is easy enough. So Marge, if you would like to attempt to remake it, yes.
Again. Shit, well, better.
Mm-hmm. With a 12, I would say you were able to fashion 2 leg traps.
Hell yeah. So after they start going in, I'm going to basically just follow up with Marge behind, and she's lay down these traps just in case. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but you know.
Really quick, just for ease of access, I'm going to DM you the stuff for a hunting trap.
All right, cool. Thank you. Otherwise, that's all Marge will do, and the crab. Marge will take a big fat moment and give the crab a big hug. I'm sorry that I think this one's kind of just a little too much out of my hands. I'm afraid that I might just be in your way in there, or at least in danger.
The crab kind of like gives you a nod, and you actually see you see its eyes like straining, looking at you for a second, and you see the green runes on its body begin to light up as it kind of like closes its eyes as though it's in pain a little bit, opens them back up, just kind of gives you a nod.
I just grab a hold of it and just sob a little bit into it. You're alright, buddy. It's okay. You go on in there and kick some ass.
It slowly nods more in recognition. It seems like the more time passes, the more it is able to recognize. It's better able to articulate its feelings to you. It's getting easier by the day.
Good. We get the crystal. You could slap on there. That's pretty convincing with the other spider that we got from the spider.
Trent did put that a crystal that fell out of the other spider in the haversack.
Oh, I remember it was doing something weird. He just shoved it in the bag.
Yeah, we're just gonna put it into a different dimension.
Never mind. Yeah, it's such a
You
statement.
got a problem? Just throw it in another dimension. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Ain't gotta deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
You can see the ethereal plate now. He's probably in there vibing.
Have another problem?
That is, if that's where the haversack goes to, I guess.
Here's another problem. Another dimension. Send in my problem. Right to another dimension.
It's not quite the ethereal plane. It's more just a pocket dimension of its own.
Hey, what's the boss's name that Trent doesn't know anything about?
The one that Wog was mentioning was he kept referring to as Lady Ulira, Ulirah.
Okay. I'll just be yelling that at people.
Also, I'd like to check. So Art has the boots now. Does Trent still have the cloak of eyes?
I believe Trent gave it to you to like decipher what it does. I'm not sure what happened to it after that. I think you were the last one to have it, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to say John has it.
Which one?
The cloak with the eyes.
I don't have a cloak with eyes. I don't think.
There's that
No,
cloak we
it's
were talking about
Literally
earlier.
the magic item I just gave you.
Oh, that one?
That's a full-on robe.
Oh yes. Okay.
Full on robe. That's right. Yeah.
Well, to be clear, I'm not persuading anybody to get in there. It's going to be all intimidation.
But that is what I was going to ask, actually, with Trent mentioning people being able to see into the ethereal plane. Was did anybody attune to the Robe of Eyes during that rest?
I mean, the only person that had it with them during the rest to do so would have been Equilibrium.
Would he have accidentally?
Oh dear God.
To be fair, upon finding out what it does, he probably would have been curious what would be in the ethereal plane, so he probably would have. Just have a little peek.
I was just curious for the sake of seeing if somebody attuned to it or not. That is all. Upon attuning to it, however, your essence feels completely normal, actually, and you can see way better.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, you see 20 ghosts, roll initiative.
You see everything.
You just dropped dead.
You would actually see, about 2 or 3 fading in and out, just from the ethereal plane. What appear to be spirits with similar build and frame to, your companion, Lazarus Ragnor. Just kind of aimlessly wandering through this chamber. And you get the feeling it's probably some of the people that were lost in the incursion. This was probably just the most familiar area to them, or maybe they fell here. You're not entirely sure. Other than that, though, you can see in every direction, and your eyes feel way more keen. You do now have 120 feet of dark vision as well.
Oh. Finally, vision in the dark.
Alright. Is there anything else Mount Claw would like to do before proceeding?
Print, just for reasons, he's gonna do a quick little chanty boy to his god before moving on. Just fucking, I hope everything goes okay, please. And then he's ready to go.
And even just during the slight moments of prayer, kind of like as you go to grab your loot a little bit and make sure everything's tuned properly, you look at your wrists, and anyone around you would see as well. They're very faint, very elegant, almost like elvish filigree. Very light glowing tattoos on Trent's skin around both wrists and around his neck now, that flare up with this very pale shimmering light as he does a small prayer that didn't seem to be there before.
Huh. I know that now.
Alright. If you guys are moving back, I will take you back to the lobby here.
Yeah.
And I will let you guys decide how to progress from here.
So we get the real fake real Ragnor, whatever. And then
yeah, that one.
I'm gonna walk ahead of you with my eyeball axe.
You see most of the time while you have the axe out, the eyes are all just kind of squabbling and going in different directions. But when you went to swing earlier, they were all fixated on the target and the pupils all shrunk.
Good.
For right now, though, they're all just kind of doing their own thing. They don't seem to have any directive or intent, necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, while holding it, though, you do feel, like, slight prickles in your palm of, like, not like the thorns that shot out earlier, but, like, very minor ones along the hilt, along the handle that are, kind of just, like, poking at your skin, and it feels like they're slightly moving up just to come into contact with your skin once in a while, or, like, press into it a little bit more. Not puncturing it, but just getting a feel for you.
This axe is gonna kill me one day. All right, Ragnar. Which way? Go.
But I would know the layout, right?
Yes, and I can go ahead and... Well, go ahead.
As a spider, can I climb on walls?
I believe so. I don't see
it is
why
a
they wouldn't.
spider,
I was gonna say if it's using wild shape,
sure.
yeah, it's not just an illusion.
Climb difficult surface without needing to make an ability check. Cool. Yeah, I see there.
Yeah, there you go. Got your spider climb on.
Yeah. Then otherwise, we'll see if I can get these shitty rolls gone. I need this motherfucking what's it plus? What's my stealth for the plus fucking 4? Yeah, there we go.
I'll say the crab's got a pretty good stealth. I remember. Sorry, the spider.
Be
Spider
cool if
crab.
Marge was just hanging on though.
Perfect.
If you're
If it
like-
wild shaped, you'd use the dexterity or whatever of the creature you turned into. Not the base.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. I can do whatever I want. Actually,
See.
let me
What do
look
we have
here. You
for
got a
that?
good question. You got a good point.
It might actually be better.
Oh no, Ed, no, it's the same. It's stealth plus 4. It's one of its skills for a spider. So
You know, that
it's
makes sense for a
literally the
spider.
exact Same way.
You would
Yeah.
think I would know that since I literally just used them as enemies like 2 encounters ago, but still would be.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things you never really look at their skills until you really need to.
Yeah,
You're
like the
shit.
ones that they get bonuses to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it would be the same then for the crab
one
or
of
the
those-
spider, which is kind of nifty.
Very cool.
But horse. So.
It's just gonna hide off in the corner, you know. I mean, it's just gonna be in a
Horse,
spot
yeah.
where it can access. It doesn't need to be a big spider, but it can be, you know, decently sized.
Bro, I'm sorry. You telling me that crab has a stealth of 4, bro?
Yeah,
Yes.
crabs get
You
the
just
big,
fucking-
the giant crab does, which is bonkers to me.
They
Stealth
burrow.
plus 4. I
It
think
just
it's supposed to.
flattens.
I think it's stealth plus 4 for like. I think I don't remember if it had any stipulations, but it might have said just for like swamps or coasts or like there's certain terrain that it does it for. But spiders is just plus 4.
I think crabs were just straight up plus 4 too. I don't know what it is.
Good. So it's all them legs. They can scuttle easy.
But
Be quieter, I guess. I don't fucking know.
to get back to you, Ragnar, yes, you would know the layout, the general layout of the manor. And to that end, I don't necessarily have a visual aid of the whole thing together, but I can give you a general idea of what you're going to be looking at. So, in front of you, past that door where Winter is at, right, like heading towards right now up the stairs, is it's a memorial hall. It leads straight into the courtyard, but the memorial hall typically has these large, like, very intentionally sanguine-colored stained glass windows along the sides, representing the history of House Ragnor, previous archons, etc. And it is updated as the history goes on. Past that is the courtyard, where you do a lot of sparring, typically where you have your Void Cube summits, any large outdoor events, stuff like that, meetings. Past that is the antechamber, which is just outside of the Archon's chamber, typically where your more favored guests or very important person's guests would come to, like, wait to be seen by you or whoever the Archon was at the time. Or if you just wanted to have Gunter handle it, he could also handle it out in the antechamber instead of going all the way into the Archon's quarters. Off to the sides of that, splitting off and going up, past the antechamber, you have to the west the armory, which you normally had a very heavy guard regiment for. And off to the right, you had guest quarters, in case you did have to accommodate those very important persons for longer than a little bit, so they're not just standing out in the antechamber the whole time. And just past that are the Archon's chambers, your typical chambers, for where you would hold court, for where you would make any major rulings, and where you spent most of your time learning to be the Archon of House Ragnor. So, going in order, next up would be the memorial hall that leads into the courtyard.
I relay that to the party.
Yep. So everybody has a general idea of the layout of the manor now.
No, please say it all again, verbatim.
No.
Damn, good thing the crab can't read.
Right.
You mean spider?
Good thing that spider can't read.
Remember, we gotta really sell it,
Really,
The spider nods.
Yeah. Oh yeah, spider things, spider things, doing spider stuff. On the wall.
Jittering and.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna get that fly.
Tentatively doing the stick bug dance.
Fuck, these stick bugging up in their corner. They got no idea. They can't see
Spiders.
because they're not looking. Bro.
Spiders are just soft crabs, alright?
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Why wouldn't crab just be armored spiders?
You're also kind of in the right, and I hate it.
I don't like it. You told me.
So I take it you guys are moving into the memorial hall then?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And Ragnor, as you go up and present the Ragnor family crest, the large ruby that you had from the room prior, the door groans and slides open as you can hear the stone on stone along the ground. It's surprisingly quiet though. One of the few enchantments you trust throughout the manor. And moving on, you would come to this room. The size is a little wonky and the scaling looks a little weird, so I apologize. But you get the general idea. But you come into this large, seemingly square room that doesn't seem to have a lot of what Ragnor was describing. You don't see the stained glass windows. You don't see the actual anything that would be considered a memorial.
I knew ours was fake.
Ragnor, are you actually able to see the maps right now, or are you essentially going theater of the mind, playing by ear?
I have to do theater of the mind at the moment.
That's perfectly fine. So, to give you a general idea, like I said, where normally it looks like an elongated hallway, currently it simply looks like a regular square room at the beginning of the hallway is all you see. It's as though it's been cut off from the rest of it. And you don't see the, like I said, you don't see the stained glass windows, the memorial, anything like that.
Yeah, can Trent just do like a general perception check of the room?
I was about to ask, what do I perceive?
Trent and Winter can give me perception checks if you would like.
Really good at them, guys. It's only a -1.
I'll make up for that with my +7. Yeah. 16.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
Winter, looking around, you're not noticing too terribly much that looks out of the ordinary, but that's also just because you're not really sure what you're looking for here.
That's not what I expected in
yeah. Based on what was described, though, even you can put together that this doesn't seem right based on the description. This doesn't match what he was saying. You were expecting something more grandiose, larger. And Trent, as you're looking around, you're having the same thoughts, but you also notice some of the some bits have purple splotches around the room. There's some over on this desk over here on the floor. Some over here beneath this rug, beneath the armoire, and along this wall, apparently.
When you say apparently, it's like, I forgot to put it up there.
Apparently.
No, apparently.
Does it look like magical at all, or like?
Doesn't appear to be. Just looks like purple stains.
Hey, you guys see those purple stains everywhere? I mean, there's Trent starts pointing them out, by the desk and the bare rug and the.
I think Purple Stains was a Risley Adams song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't move myself.
No, I miss Risley.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, Winter would just be walking forward. He just wants to yell at people that you know, we have their Ragnor.
There's something off about this room, and I'm not too sure about it, but these
How far-
purple stains are not friendly, I suppose. I mean,
You should have control of your token now, Winter, if you would like to move around. I'm slowly giving everybody control of their tokens real quick. Kind of forgot to do that.
Poke the bear. I can't believe you put a bear rug. Monster.
How dare.
another fucking spider.
If you could believe it, no.
So anyway,
Winter
Winter
vanishes.
gets laser beamed.
Oh, give it time. Art almost did last session.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah, what is everybody doing?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, let's go get a closer look at this purple gunk.
Oh, is there no exit out of this room except for where we came in?
Somehow I doubt people were just enjoying some grape jelly in here.
It genuinely seems like there's no other way out of this room other than the way that you came in.
Well, I'm gonna check out this table.
I am curious just because you said it.
In hindsight, that might have been a design flaw.
Maybe.
Winter, I have to ask, did you poke the bear?
I did. With my axe.
With the axe? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
I was gonna say.
Oh no, there's two
I
equilibriums.
was here when I did that. but-
You were there when you did that. Oh god, they're multiplying.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Doppelganger's
dragged
gone.
in the the one from my character sheet because that one's set up with my health.
That
and,
makes sense, yep.
AC on it. Yep.
Yep. Good call.
Nothing
As you
happened
do,
when I poked it.
you do hear a squeak when you poke it, and you actually see one of the eyes on the rug open. It's got this like sickly yellow tinge to it, like the eye is just a pus-filled yellow. She kind of looks up at you.
Yummy.
Marge? Or your
Yeah.
alley?
Nope, sorry.
This rug's alive.
Nope, sorry.
Everybody is also congregating over on the right. What's going on over there?
We're looking at the grape jelly.
Yeah.
Looking at the grape jelly? Okay.
You ever just want to lick some grape jelly off the wall you found?
I yelled at Marge that the rug's alive. And I go to the table.
Marge hears you up downstairs, whatever direction I'm supposed to be.
Yeah,
Through the walls.
Trent kind of nudges Art.
Yeah.
You might want to check out that grape jelly. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
just
can
not
like
do that.
analyze it a little bit with your
Art,
little
Art,
doohickeys.
thinks, Art thinks about sticking his finger and trying it, and then thinks better of it, and then goes to analyze it to see if he can kind of figure out what kind of a substance it is.
Hey, Ragnor. Oh yeah, he can't move himself, can he?
I can move Ragnor as necessary. I can take that up.
I wanted to bet him 10 gold to try the jelly.
Don't try the jelly.
Oh, Texagons.
I was
I've
gonna
seen you
say
eat much worse.
quick
Hexagons.
recap just for Ragnar's sake. There are objects around the room that seem to have a purple like stain on the floor, essentially around them. Some like on a desk. And Winter is betting you 10 gold to see if you will actually taste one.
Ragnor does it without hesitation.
All right. So, a couple of things happen at once here.
Oh no.
We should have told Marge to come inside.
I will say, Ragnar, there would be no check for this for you. You immediately like scrape some up with your finger off of a book on the desk, and you notice as you do, your finger sticks to the book, and you're not able to get it off of you. And you're kind of like lifting it and trying to like shake it, like when you see like a cat step on like sticky paper or something like that, just kind of like trying to shake it off of your hand. Art, you're going down and trying to examine the quote-unquote jelly on the other side. Are you touching the armoire, or are you touching the floor around it? Because there are stains on both.
I think I'd probably go what was closest, so probably on the armoire.
On the armoire? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Unable to get it off of you. Yes, exactly.
Just like you added
you.
the extra 2 words, and I was just like, those were necessary.
In a fight, right? In a fight, right? Your finger actually does also stick to the armoire at first, and you're not entirely sure what's going on. And as that happens, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, Art. And Ragnor, I would like you to do the same. And I can roll for you if you would like, if that's easier. Or if you have physical dice, I will trust your roll.
Oh no.
Wait, is this when I touch? Is this for like touching the purple stuff, or is just on the armoire itself?
This was your fingers getting stuck to the armoire at first.
Oh god.
When you were trying to examine the smudges on it.
Art. We'll cut it off.
Ragnor, are you there? Okay, they said they were going to be in and out, so we'll get back to that in a moment.
I wish I knew what the DC was, because I could just give you a bardic right now, and it would. But I just.
Trent, you are. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
Okay.
I was
if
just
the
gonna
DC
say.
is low, then like it would be worth it. But like if it's like high, like a 16, you don't even make it unless you get max roll. So. Yeah. I'll say fuck it, Art, and give you a bardic, just in case.
Okay. Should I roll that now? You think?
That's completely up to you.
I would say.
Ball. What's up? What would you say?
I would say, just given the events here, Trent, you would be able to do it, but it would probably be. You probably wouldn't be able to do it on this roll, yes, because things are going to happen. Things are going to happen very quickly in a moment.
I will definitely still give him.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. But as this is happening, Winter, you watch as, the same way that the yellow eye on the bear rug opened up, it slowly closed as you walked away. A large eye opens in the center of the book on Ragnar's hand, and you watch the pages fly open and attempt to chomp at his hand, and you hear a slamming on the other side of the room as Trent, you are tossed about 10 feet back onto your ass. Equilibrium, you would get the same from the doors flinging open. As Art, you see these massive rows of teeth inside of the armoire as a large tongue-like extremity comes out, wraps around you, and pulls you in and slams shut.
Shit. Oh.
I mean,
I don't think wardrobes are supposed to do that.
Nah, bro, that's just his lunch, man. That's his now. I don't.
At this point, I will say you're not necessarily in combat, but I would like everybody to roll initiative for terms of just seeing who acts in what order, just so it's not just chaos.
Goddamn.
Not me.
Good thing I gave him that bardic.
Why'd you delete me?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you already put yourself on. I'm sorry. I always just clear it when there's a new one.
Oh, yeah, I rolled while having my token selected, so it automatically added me to the thingy.
Good call.
Wait, that.
Art with the natural 20.
Yeah, now I have it.
I was gonna say, hey, better to have it now.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
But not at all.
For the record, the crab is mostly just in a defensive position to be utilized if there is really big issue. This is fine.
This is fine. Trent was flung back. Got that. Equilibrium, you had a 15, correct?
Yep.
Gotcha. They're sitting on a dirty 20.
When you asked me the question, my brain's like reaction was just "aye," and I'm like, okay, if Equilibrium dies, I'm being a pirate, I guess.
Perfect.
I've decided my next character is going to be Southern.
Well,
You
you
know
can
what?
join me.
I also want to be a pirate.
I was about
Mine
to
will be more hillbilly-ish, not.
You want to be
not-
Captain Hook and
Oh, you're gonna be hillbilly?
First
I
Mate
gotcha.
Smee.
Yeah.
Hell
I can be
yeah.
Smee.
It would be
I
barbarian.
was about to say I'll be like a bear man pirate, but then I was like, no. If I say that, then bear will deliberately kill off equilibrium.
You just be a bear. Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Just a bear in a tricorn.
Just a bear. Just
Can't
fucking
even
on a
speak
ship.
common.
But absolutely the goat at fucking navigation on a ship, bro. Like you want him on your ship.
He's just got ungodly high like deception skill, so he manages to deceive people into thinking that he's like a polymorphed druid that just doesn't like talking, but it's just a bear.
Yeah.
It's a bear.
And dare you think otherwise?
I'm sorry, sir.
Got like a 4 intelligence, but that goes crazy for bears. Alright. Just waiting on Ragnor.
I will go ahead and roll.
Which they are muted, in case they don't know if they can hear us.
I say I will go ahead and roll for Ragnar in general. Just for the sake of their dexterity check and acting here. I'm fairly certain they have a +1 in dexterity, but just in case, we will add another one if they come back, I will ask.
I'm going to atomize that book. You don't have to worry about it. I'm glad I got away from the bear, though.
I say danger sense as well, dexterity saving throw. Yeah, they're fine. So they didn't get their fingers chomped, but it's still stuck to their hand.
You know what? I was so tempted, even before I poked it. I was like, I just wanted to swing at the... If it was anything but a bear rug, I would have swung at it. Because I remember last time I thought it was a bear, but it was a wolf rug or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done it. Like, that'd have been so funny to just swing at the carpet and like, all right, roll initiative. And like, oh, that's funny. And then you're just like serious.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I will give Ragnar another roll here for the sake of turn order. Okay.
Cool deal. Incredible.
Well, and you.
Well, he didn't eat the stuff, so he doesn't get tingled. We'll see.
Alright. So as this is all happening, Trenton Equilibrium, you watch as the armor starts to shake a little bit, and a few eyeballs form on the front of it. And it refuses to open the drawers, but you do see it starts to shake a little bit, obviously from some sort of struggle going on internally. And then on the other side, Winter, you see the book, an eye open on the back of it. It opens up the pages, there are teeth inside, and it tries to crunch down on Ragnar's hand, which he is able to evade that. And you actually hear the book just...
I didn't mean... I meant to open the information on that. That
You'll do that a lot.
Winter's ready to swing.
That's what it does.
Perfect.
I thought it's a chilly touch.
You actually hear from behind you, Winter. I am just trying to sleep. Would you please leave me alone? And you see the eye close back on the bear rug. And you hear the book pipe up as well. Yeah, would you guys just, like, bug off? Like, we're doing our best here. That being said...
my friend!
I was gonna say, the armor doesn't say anything because its mouth is stuck shut. You are currently considered grappled and restrained, I believe.
Okay.
What would you like to do? It
Being
is
slowly digested.
Possibly being slowly digested. You're not sure.
Yeah. Just let me look up a thing real quick. Can I see the outside?
It is dark
Or is
inside
it
of here
fully
now.
dark?
You get a little bit. You get like a slit of light as if you were actually inside of an armor, like from the doors closed. A crack right in the middle. You get a little bit of light.
Starts blasting.
So you can kind of see inside, and you basically just see like this purple viscous liquid in the bottom of it mainly, and a large pseudopod-like extremity kind of wrapping around you and binding your arms, or trying to bind your arms.
So by light, do you mean I can actually see into the other room, or
not into the other room?
Okay.
But you're able to see inside of the armor.
It's do some cool art shit.
It's literally just being able to like see through a crack in a door.
Okay.
You can't actually see, but you're getting a little bit of light inside.
Let's see. What can I do? That threw my fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna punch it. Whatever this thing is, I'm just gonna fucking punch it with a thunderous smite.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll for it.
Yeah, thunderous smite.
Of course.
But of course.
Let me check restraint.
Wait till he fireballs something.
Unless it...
Speed 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Oh, yeah, and your attack roll... Okay, yeah. So your attack roll will have disadvantage. But I'll say given the circumstances, you're not going to miss. Like, you're probably not going to miss. It's mainly just to see how well you hit, I guess. So go ahead and give me a roll for accuracy. Just a straight roll.
Okay.
5% chance to miss.
It is a 5% chance to miss. There it is.
That does hit. So go ahead and show me Thunderous Smite damage on your punch.
Alright, so that's going to be a D8 plus... Technically that was an unnatural 20 now that I look at it. I was supposed to... Plus 5 was just for my damage. But it's going to be a D8 plus 5. Nice. And then 2D6. So that is... What the hell? I only clicked it twice, but...
Yeah.
So that's going to be 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
Yeah. And I don't know how applicable this is, but the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Oh, wait. That's the wrong thing. It must succeed on a Strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone. I don't know how you want to like rule that or if you want to do anything with it, but it's there.
Okay. I like that. So here's how this is going to work. First saving throw is for the Thunderous Smite, and there will be a saving throw to see if it spits you out afterward. They're both Constitution.
Okay.
So first one is for the Thunderous Smite.
God.
The doors do remain shut from the Thunderous Smite. As you do put in a good amount of damage on this, and you do hear... and then the second one is going to be to see if it manages to keep you down, basically. That is going to be a fail. So you hear it start trying to mutter something, and as it does, you notice an opening with, like, it speaking is actually opening the doors just enough, and you manage to get your good hand in the door and just pry it open and kind of pull yourself out at that point. You're spat out right here.
Alright, well, I turn around and I punch it again.
If it didn't save on that Thunderous Smite, you were going to just knock the doors off of it. That's how that was going to work, because it's immune to prone.
I'm going to punch it one more time.
Yep, go for it.
Wait, no, don't punch it. Your hand will get stuck.
Oh, fuck it. Damn it. Well, that Bardic was wasted.
A 12 actually does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, the AC is 12 for that one in particular. It is a wardrobe.
It's true. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really have the...
Kind of sturdy, but it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's been 9 points of damage to it.
Wait, you mean the wardrobe isn't about to do a backflip?
We'll see.
It's got class levels in ninja.
Oh no. He multi-quest. Puts on the headband with its pseudopod. 9 points of damage. All right. And you actually hear it start to talk as it spits you out. Like, come on, I haven't eaten and you just sock it in the, like, side of the door and put a big crack in it. You just hear, ah!
That's kind of bitch.
You see some of the eyes open up on the doors and they start tearing up a little bit.
Damn right. But I wanted to be anyway.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna back 5 feet up away from it at least.
Gotcha.
I'm
I guess you
That's
could
right there.
say art is spicy food.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I guess now you can reasonably claim to be tasty, so
Does not
maybe
go down
that
easy.
will help you out next time you're at a tavern.
Oh my god. Alright. With this going on, Winter, at initiative count 20, at the same time as you hear creaking coming from the back wall of the chamber. And you see several eyes begin to open up along the wooden slats in the wall. And just, like, look around in the different directions. And it notices... You see they all notice the wardrobe at the point in time. And see that it has been damaged and that it is wailing. And you just hear this low grumble as a hissing sound begins to emanate from it. And a greenish yellow sickly gas begins to spray out of it to about, I'd say, about right here for right now. As the wall also appears to be alive. Winter, what would you like to do?
I know some things I should do, but I got a new weapon, and this thing tried to bite my friend, so I'm smashing it.
All right.
Doesn't
Go
seem
ahead.
to be too threatening, and it's like they're all surprisingly cowards.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll then.
But I want to slice. I'm trying to just cut it in half.
It just looks at you like, wait, we can talk about this. 19 definitely hits.
I've cared about people less than this. Yeah, and I'm gonna spin a hit die because I want to see what it does.
Okay. So it's 8 points of damage base.
Extra 5.
Mm-hmm. And on spending that hit die, you feel those spines shoot back into your hands. You feel it soak up the blood from your hands as well, as you also take that 5 points of damage.
Well, that's gonna be a trend.
And as well, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Rude. Constitution. I'm good at that. Wait. Okay, I don't know. Just trust my sheet.
A 20? Okay, you're fine. So, that is 13 points of damage total, correct?
Yes.
13 points of damage as Ragnor sees you coming in for the swing and just holds it out and holds it in one spot. Holds it still, and it's just wait! As you cleave the back half off of it. And you see the bit with the eye just fall to the table and kind of like slop and stick onto the table. As the back half also just slowly falls off of Ragnor's hand. And as you do this, you just hear the grumbling and the roaring from the back of the room grow louder from the wall. As its eyes shoot over in the direction of the book. And the gas extends out to here.
Well, I mean, it's... Alright, guys, it's what winter would do, you know? Good luck, everybody. Let's see. I mean, it's probably poison, right? I have resistance to that. I don't care. There's nothing else to really do. So,
I believe you still have your movement if you would like, so that is up to you.
yeah. It's just... I have to zoom in. The white line's kind of hard to see.
Right.
Well, I kind of want to say to Ragnar, is Eileen here? Or I guess you could answer because you would basically have to answer for them.
I was gonna say,
Just
if they're not, I'll do
It's
my
about the
best to
layout.
pilot for now.
So presumably, this wall should be, you know, another exit. I was gonna ask, would Ragnar know that like the way forward is like past this big wall?
Based on Ragnar's prior knowledge and the description, you get the idea that this is meant to be a hallway, like a long hallway. For there to be a wall blocking that area, your conjecture would be pretty accurate that the wall blocking the way is false. I would say at this point you could gain that.
Enough movement. I got another attack. What do I feel when I walk into the gas?
You feel a Constitution saving throw as your skin begins to burn.
What is the damage there? Like, what is it? Or I'll do the roll first, I guess.
Yeah, give me your roll first.
6 billion.
Really good tonight. I rolled 19.
19? All right.
If it's poison, I just have resistance. I don't know if that is.
Fair enough. It is in fact poison. And you take 2 points of poison damage, yes.
Well, wait. Did I succeed the...
You did succeed on the saving throw, yes. That's why you're only taking
half of that?
Oh, so it'd be half of that, so 1. Yeah, you take a point of poison damage.
Whew, guys, this is nothing. It kind of feels good.
John, fucking... I have triple advantage. I could never...
Yeah, there it is right there. God.
Alright, I swing at it again. Or that thing now.
Alright, take a swing at the wall. That definitely hits. It's a wall.
AC 1.
Not quite 1, but it's not great. For 13 points of damage? Okay, fair enough.
Let me see. This is a living creature, right? I mean, that's a wall, but it's living.
It is a living creature.
Alright. I'm going to spend a hit die for vampiric blood. It'll heal me.
Does that take a bonus action, or is that just part of the attack?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
In my turn.
I would genuinely wasn't sure based on the
yeah.
wording. Yep, okay, we're good.
Nope, we're good. Alright.
Alright. Something you gotta think about now is whether you're spending your dice to hit or hurt, like, fix yourself.
I thought this would be no thinking. Now I have a little bit of thinking. Marge, help!
That's the curse of the weapon. Now you have to think a little bit. Alright.
And my turn.
We go to Equilibrium. You just watched Art get swallowed up by an armoire. Winter cut a book in half and then put a dent in a wall full of eyeballs.
Did we kick ass the first turn?
I would say in all my years, this is my first time fighting a wall in D&D.
Congratulations.
I
wish I could say the same.
I know what I want to do, but I want to do it a bit less now that Winter's there. Because what I wanted to do...
Winter would not take it personally.
Was okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab this torch off the wall if it isn't like physically attached. and then I just want to huck it over into the cloud of gas.
Oh, he might take it personal. I thought it was like an ice knife, bro.
He might take it personal.
Let me see something. Oh my god.
It's been real, guys.
Have to be a 40-foot throw? I would say just give me a, not even an accuracy check, but just give me a strength check, or strength or athletics. Well, and it is going to be, well, good.
Before throwing it, then, I'm gonna take the rest of my movement to get closer.
Probably, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, as, strength definitely isn't my strong suit there. I'm closer now.
Gotcha. So yeah, DC will be lower.
Lovely.
I will tell you right now, the DC for athletics here is 6.
Come on,
Strong
at
wizard.
least an 8. Oh, shit. Oh wait, no, that is overall a 7. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Hell yeah.
It just barely finds its way over, and Winter, as you see it like out of the corner of your eye, you're just like, why is it getting brighter? And then everything goes white. Everything goes white for a split second, like a flash in a pan of a camera. As on the bright side, all of this gas in the area is cleared. It was along the floor, and it is effectively cleared. However,
I walk in, take 1 damage, and then my friend blows me up.
everything in the... I'll give you a dexterity saving throw. I feel like that is fair. To see if you can take half. This is effectively going to be a mini fireball.
Yeah, you were near the edge. You could try to dive.
It's a 12. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, okay.
I take that back. This is a wall. It's not going to succeed.
I was going to say, how is a wall dodging?
There is no feasible way. Even with a -3 dexterity saving throw, there's no feasible way that it does not take full damage from this. So yeah, okay.
I believe.
Winter, you're good. You're going to take half. The wall is going to take the full brunt. Ah, God.
I feel like he yelled heads up and I look like, wait.
You will take 8 points of fire damage. The wall is going to take 16.
Like earlier when Trent did whatever in the room, was that him giving temp HP? I didn't even notice if that's what it was.
Did Trent give temp HP?
He said some speech or something.
Trent.
I'm sorry, what am I doing?
You're good. Equilibrium was asking if you gave temp HP earlier when you were doing your prayer on the way out of the room.
If you would allow it, yeah, I guess.
I would allow that to be something that is inspiring enough, like, upon that to be... At this point, I just take it as, like, Trent is doing a morning ritual type deal. So yes, I would allow that.
That's what I thought what it was in the moment.
I wasn't sure myself, so I was just kind of rolling with it. But the fact that you asked, I was like, you know what? Yeah, we better make sure.
That is fair. I didn't mean for it to be that, but if you want it to be that, 100%, I feel like I should be punished for not doing it. But yes,
I am okay with that. Just because you actually gave the fact of, like, you prayed to your goddess beforehand. So even if you didn't get this one, she probably spotted you on this one.
Bless.
No, you haven't done that yet.
It.
Yeah, I will.
Start rolling better.
You do hear groaning and you see smoldering coming from the eyes. Some of the eyes are like closed up and wincing, very irritated from all the smoke in the room now. Equilibrium, is there anything else you would like to do?
And Winter's just smoking, just like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, your armor's smoldering a little bit. Like some of your, like, you got longer hair and it's kind of like some of the ends are on fire right now. You're kind of like patting that out.
After
trying to freeze it with sheer will.
Equilibrium just
yeah, just cool yourself.
Raises his arms and it's like, fireball! Sorry, Winter.
That is fantastic. Didn't ask how big the room was.
Listen, mans can only cast acid and ice spells. He's happy that he did a fireball.
He found a way.
Also, no, that'll be my turn thing.
All right, we come to Trent.
Well, I said it about 5 minutes ago. So, I'm gonna cast Bless on the boys, but in order for me to do so, step right here. 5, 10. So everybody's in range.
I'm gonna use that back.
5 feet away from.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it on. I'm gonna upcast it to fucking 2nd level and target everyone else but myself. And give a bless to the homies. And that'll be it, boss.
Gotcha. Crab spider, March. What is the crab spider doing?
Bug.
You gained at this point that the wall seems to get very upset when the other mimics are damaged. Or at least the crab would be wise enough to notice this.
Yeah, but...
Especially given that it was, like, taking up a defensive stance anyway and kind of just observing.
Yeah, but everything in this room that I have now would not be okay.
Hey, Equilibrium just mini fireballed Winter. You do you.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Sorry, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm also gonna grab a pop from the fridge real quick, but go ahead and I can still hear everything. You guys want anything while I'm up?
Yeah, I need something.
Can I have some Chucky milk? I mean, I have an apple tango right here, but I'd rather have a Chucky milk.
Chucky milk, okay, on the rocks, perfect. Anyone else?
I'm not quite sure what a pop is, but can I get me the Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola, yep, okay. Is Baptiste okay?
Go to hell.
The correct answer. Understandable. Have a nice day, Tips Hat.
I don't know. None of this seems like a good idea because don't I have to be out of my... How does that work for spellcasting? Well, I haven't done fucking shapeshifting at all for this goddamn credit. I don't know how druids spellcasting works with their shapeshifting.
I will make an exception for the fact that the crab is able to cast as a crab. Not necessarily every wild shape, but because this one is so similar, I would say you would have a 50-50 chance of it working because you don't have your claws to work with.
Yeah, but these these things don't even move.
They do not. That's very fair. It's more to get the incantation right.
Can I just be on the wall and throw a knife at that one? An ice knife, I guess?
Yeah, you certainly can.
That's all I got.
I'll say give me a... just give me a roll for the crab, add its wisdom modifier to it, and if it's over a 8, then you will be able to successfully cast from this form. Because this is close enough. Like, this is very close. If you were, like, something with, like, you know, like a rhinoceros where you just don't even have hands, like, nah. Yeah, you're good.
Alright, well,
do you have
range? What's the things that fucking +8 for me? What's our motherfucking proficiency bonus? 3?
Proficiency bonus is 3, so if your wisdom is 20, it would be a +8 for accuracy, yes.
Yeah, that's what we're at. Throw this knife at that bitch. At that wardrobe over there.
Gotcha.
It can't make the dexterity saving throw.
It certainly cannot, so it is going... I was going to say, you've already hit it. It cannot make the dex save.
So 1d10 plus... and that should be all my damage.
That's 11 points, right?
Yes.
Please describe to me how the crab dispatches this wardrobe in this form.
You see, and so it usually like spits out a little, like bit of water into a knife to form it. This time, this one's gonna be like, it's gonna start using its webbing to like form into a knife and then freeze it over, and then launches that shit across the room. And when it blows up, well, I guess when it blows up, the wardrobe blows into some pieces.
I was gonna say, you see the pseudopod just kind of like, the eyes are still looking at you, Art. They're like, honestly, that's really hurtful, and I don't appreciate. And you see a knife fly into the middle of it, and you just hear "oh" as it explodes from the inside and falls over face first onto the ground in front of you. The wardrobe is no more, and you see the bear's eyes just looking around like, I really just wanted to go to sleep. Just looking at everybody, like eyes shifting.
We'll give you the forever sleep.
Hold on.
A couple of bastards would do.
Say, Crab, is there anything else the spider crab would like to do?
No, not at all.
Okay. Ragnor, are you back with us yet?
Wait, it's a spider crab now. Its legs got longer. Oh no.
Yeah,
Actually,
to an extent, yeah, I'm here.
Gotcha, okay. I deleted their turn off, but I'll just do their turn after, depending on what happens here, since there are only 2 of them currently left. Also.
Yep. I was gonna just punch someone.
Yep.
They're mimics. Wow.
More gas begins to fill the room as the wardrobe takes damage. But, yeah, back to you, Ragnor.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the nearest mimic.
They're both about as close to you. Would you like to punch the false wall or the bear rug?
Bear rug.
Bear rug.
They deserve it.
Gotcha. It's not really moving. It's still just like full spread on the floor with the eyes looking up at you, just like, come on, man. Do you have physical dice with you? I would trust you with physical dice, or if you would like me to roll for you, I can roll for you.
Please roll for me. I do not have dice at the moment.
Sure.
Just tell me you rolled a 20.
Is your strength a +4?
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha. So that should be +7 unarmed, I believe, for accuracy. That connects. Are you using both attacks on it?
Yep.
Okay. Roll for the second. That is a natural 1. Would you like to reckless?
Yes.
Gotcha. That does not hit, but it is not a critical failure. Alright, so 1 attack that hits is, I believe... Still here. Talk for a sec. Oh, I just got your message, yeah. I was doing my best to pilot Ragnor in your stead, so I got you.
Bless? I don't know if that'll help.
Let's have a look. You do have bless. You are correct. That does make a difference, actually. That turns that into a hit. Look at that.
Let's go!
Bless up.
The floor.
Really be out here today.
I'm sure this is like the hardest fight, right? It won't get any worse.
This was... Yeah. This is just +4 for strength. And then... Sheesh, okay. So the first punch comes in with 15 points of damage. Math hard. Second one comes in... Ragnor, how do you kill a bearskin rug? Or a mimic posing as a bearskin rug?
Bleeding first.
Yeah, so like I'll like put the bear head in an arm lock, and then once it like tries to morph into a mimic, I'm just gonna rip it in half.
Yeah, you see it trying to go into like its purple goopy form, and you just the muscles bulge and you feel your skin ripping around your biceps again, and does not feel great, but you don't care at this point. Just the single feeling of just... It's like pulling Play-Doh apart, but just way more muscular and sinewy. As it just plops purple goo all over the floor. I have done it again.
Yeah.
The green box is the last boss.
Sure is. Winter, I would like you to make another Constitution saving throw for me, if you would. As the green gas protrudes from the wall a little bit more. Winter's changing sides real quick.
Dex, it was, or
Constitution for this one, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You. I take half of the half. Get to do what I made my character for. Yay.
Hooray.
Although probably a little silly that I was like, oh, I have to resist poison. Let me jump into that. Just to say that I'm using it.
I mean, in this instance, you were correct. 19. You will take half. So, up. Or no, it was this roll.
I'd recommend not standing near it again.
6 points of poison damage.
Picking up what you're putting down. It's 3, actually.
Yes. All right. And we come back to top of the order with Art. Wall's looking pretty scorched, but you're not sure how much health a wall has. It looks pretty burnt up. You can actually see through some of the cracks to a bit of the hallway on the other side now.
I mean, should I just shoot it, guys?
Wait, what else you want to shoot?
That's what I'm saying.
The Warlock looking at the party. Should I Eldritch Blast everyone?
Fuck, imagine.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with handy dandy help from 6-8.
Aye, aye.
Oh, that's not the right die. Still, there's 20 on that die, and I'm gonna obviously gonna do a sharpshooter on this, so it's gonna be +5. Okay, does an 18 hit?
Sure does.
Yeah, I figured.
Oops.
It's gonna be 10 plus. Damn. Alright, that's gonna be 18 points of damage.
$18 points. It is barely hanging on.
I'll shoot it again.
You will shoot it again.
You gotta kill it before Equilibrium's turn.
There's no feasible way that you do not do enough damage, but I will let you roll the dice if you would like to, just to see how much you do. I will not take that away from you.
Did you miss your last attack?
Nope. It's 16 points of damage.
16 points? Yep. How do you execute this wall that is hanging on by a thread? And you actually see at this point, it's like... It's almost like a drawbridge, how it's like slumping forward. And like the goop is like stuck to the edges of the hallway around it.
I think I just kind of like fan the hammer at it, and then I just kind of walk up and I just push it over.
Just kind of like...
I think it's like falling apart, so I just... And it just falls apart.
Yep. Falls into what looks like planks on the floor as they slowly dissolve into puddles of purple jelly. And the poison slowly dissipates.
We're at DMD, which be right back, but I can still hear.
Okay. Gotcha. Dear God. Okay. So, combat is officially over. And you guys now see the actual memorial hallway. Which is a bit stretched. But, that is roughly what it actually looks like. It seems like they were just attempting to mimic what was on the other side of the hallway to even it out. And Ragnar, if you were here, you would see that essentially it was blocking off the main hallway where the stained glass was, and the back half of the room as well. But while like looking around and examining the stained glass that is at the edges of the room, you do notice previous Archons. You see the master craftsmanship that has been put into this. And you do look up and you notice a couple of panes at the very top have been broken. And you swear you see... actually, you know what? Give me a perception check. You still have Bless for this. The Bless would still be active. Yes, gotcha. What is your Wisdom, do you know?
It's that's -2. Wisdom's -2.
-2? Gotcha.
That explains a lot, actually.
Gotcha. Okay. You still managed to roll an 11. With that, you swear you see a cloak and a flash of a familiar insignia on it going up from the broken bit of glass to the rooftop. And a very familiar flash of these jade green eyes turning back to look at you as they make their way onto the rooftop. And it all kind of clicks in your head at once. The only person you've seen move like that and have eyes like that is the head of House Hellmeyer, Ferris Hellmeyer, who you met at the beginning of your adventure. And you realize wherever she is usually means there's some sort of subterfuge or sabotage or investigation going on. But apart from that, everything else in the chamber seems relatively normal.
I would really be like, hold on, one second.
Hello? What?
Yeah, well,
Eileen said words.
Yeah, Eileen was... You were relaying that to the party, Eileen, correct?
That is what I was going to do, yes. I didn't, give me a sec.
Gotcha, you're good. But, gonna say, I guess, in layman's terms, what that boils down to is, of the 3 royal houses in Eminence, the head of the 3rd house is apparently on the premises currently. Usually in charge of either sabotage, subterfuge, or investigation. And upon moving through the chamber a little bit as well, looking up, you would also, like, stepping through the refuse left behind by the wall mimic, you would feel your boot step down on something metallic as well. You look down and there's a tiny ring that looks like it has a mouth with teeth on it. Doesn't seem to be damaged at all by the blow.
Ragnar would just be like swearing under his breath once he realizes the other house is involved.
Very fair. But for the sake of the rest of this, you guys should have movement at least. What would you guys like to do? Proceeding.
I'm still gonna grab some of the grape jelly in like a vial so I can look at it later.
And Ragnar, upon the bet with Winter to eat some of the quote-unquote jelly. As you went to like get it close to your mouth, you noticed two things. One, it's blood. You've got that much down. Two, it's similar to the blood that you've fed on way back in the beginning of your adventure with the gargoyle back in Shatterhold. So it's not quite the same. You've heard that referred to as more like void blood, essentially. This is less. This seems like it would do less damage to you overall, but seems like it would probably taste more pungent and stale. Mimic blood doesn't seem particularly appetizing.
Dang.
Back.
Welcome back.
Alright. So, quick recap. I mean, it could be in player map. Houses of Ragnor. What are all three of them?
There are three different houses in Eminence.
Yeah.
There's House Ragnor, which is in charge of the military. And this is all stuff that you guys would know by now. So I'll just run down. House Autres is the essentially in charge of more of the political and like talkative dealings. If there are any like foreign nations wanting to do any sort of like politics here, usually they get first hear of it and then pass it along to the other houses. They're more of the diplomats.
There's House Atreides on Dune, on planet Dune.
Yep, of course.
Yeah.
There's a favorite House Atlantic by Coheed and Cambria. But then there's the third one is actually House Hellmeyer. And they're typically the more, for lack of better terms, the more roguish types of specializing in more sabotage, subterfuge, and investigation purposes.
And now we've got Ragnar, the whoever from Hellmeyer he saw, and he told us that, or he's pretty sure.
He said he's pretty sure he saw the head of House Hellmeyer ascend to the roof upon, like, through the stained glass as this was going on. That was Hellmeyer.
Was that the one going to the meeting with them?
Autres was the one seen with Lady Uwira going to the meeting. Yes.
Cool. Okay, all right.
And the false Ragnor.
All right. Winter.
Or maybe that's the real Ragnar and you got the false Ragnor.
I don't care. I like this one. Even if it's the fake one. This is ours.
Yeah, this is the real one because we said it is.
We're actually invading.
All right, Edwin, you can take the mask off now.
It's fucking...
Hey, Austin.
It was me all along! I fucking love it.
So, Ragnar.
Son of a bitch.
I didn't think...
I'm sorry, just the JR son of a bitch gets me every time.
Alright. So I was thinking when we came here, I didn't expect, I thought warm welcome, it's House Ragnor, right? Surely we still have allies here, right? Like, if the head of that house, you saw it, doesn't necessarily mean they're your enemy. Except Autres, because they're going to the meeting with the obvious enemy. Or the meeting. I'm talking to Ragnar. Okay.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, you're fine. Basically, I'm just wondering, surely not all of your allies are just gone, right? The Hellmeyer, I'm not sure if, they're just automatically not against you here. You give some word to him? I don't know.
I don't think so for in that house. Would there be a way, Cam, to contact Helpline?
The way that you normally do it is typically by just sending an emissary out to the house itself. You don't have, on your person at least, you do not have magical means to communicate, yeah.
Contact them, yeah.
You could yell real loud.
I could yell real loud.
You could yell real loud.
Yep, that'll get the houses.
Whatever. Yeah, I was basically just bringing that up. I don't. Otherwise, me go.
And moving forward, you would also notice, kind of like Ragnor, like looking down and noticing that he had stepped on a seemingly undamaged ring with a mouth and some teeth on it. It's kind of just stuck to the bottom of his boot with the gloop down there.
I'd grab the ring for sure.
I was like, I'll take it off your shoe. You don't.
I say, while it has teeth, it does appear to be inanimate. This one doesn't appear to be moving at the very least.
Yeah, I'll take that ring. Do I... Is the ring a mimic? Do I know if the ring...
I will say, for the sake of your peace of mind, it is inanimate. And
Okay.
I will not give you the details on exactly what it does until it is properly identified, but I will throw it in the unique items channel as Ring of the Mimic.
Nice.
Will it, like, turn me into a painting so I can jump a guy when he comes in the room, thinking he invaded me?
Perfect. Just be a pot in the corner.
Never prepared.
Womp womp. But yeah, moving forward, you would be aware that the next area is the courtyard. And you do remember that, from what, Theris, the Silver Dragonborn Paladin, said before, it seems like a lot of their force, like their stronger forces, came from the inside of the manor. And you're guessing that, or his best guess was that it probably came from somewhere in the courtyard area.
Then okay. That's good to know. Do we want to check out the courtyard?
I'll grab the 1,000 gold that's on this table.
Alright, you grab the actual book that the other book was mimicking. It is Ragnor mating practices and habits, as well as several it's essentially the Ragnor Kama Sutra.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not telling anyone I have this. Do I actually get that? I'll put that in my inventory.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Somebody needs to burn that book.
Oh, you don't know how to.
The forbidden knowledge.
I think we're done with this place. I mean, we got the loot.
I say, looking out the windows here, like, you do see they're very ornately crafted, like I said, the stained glass windows that you can kind of see out of a little bit. And a lot of the grass outside looks more withered the closer you're getting to the courtyard. And looking out the regular windows that you're over by winter, you kind of look out from the Ragnor Kama Sutra and look outside a little bit. And you catch a glance that there are a lot of the hedges that are normally there outside that are decorative, hedges, topiaries, what have you, are all also starting to wilt, leaning more toward the courtyard side.
Would it feel nostalgic to me? I don't know.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Well, that's not what I meant. Rude ass.
Winter just sees a corpse and is like, reminds me of home.
It's only a plus
Yep,
0.
that's me. You might be wondering how I got here.
Do I apply bless to that, or is that just that's attack stuff?
I don't think plus applies to saving throws. Okay. 15.
Walks into a graveyard. Childhood nostalgia.
Yeah. Equilibrium, as you're walking up, you see Winter, like, start to look woozy, like he's about to pass out for a second and catch himself, and, like, put his hand on his forehead and close his eyes and kind of, like, rub his temples a little bit. Kind of like you did back in, Opulence. And Winter, you have a moment...
right over there.
I'm gonna say, you have a moment of nostalgia, for sure. But you swear for a moment you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you think it's Equilibrium's at first, just based on his voice, but you realize he was further away. And you look back and you swear for a brief moment that you see the shape, the texture of a man's face that looks very similar to yours, but younger, ever so slightly. Similar hair, wearing House Ragnor attire. And this, as briefly as you look back, he's gone, and you just see Equilibrium. They're asking if you're alright.
Well, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard, but, so far. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
Okay.
It's the axe.
If you're sure.
And we will all continue to keep our secrets.
That we are, I suppose. Find anything fun over here?
No, there's nothing. Right.
I like to imagine that everyone else is actually just stood in a line like this, all the way
just
back here.
T-posing.
Just stood bolt still in a line.
That's what I thought earlier when I was like on my phone, and then he mentioned the ring, and then it was just nothing. I was like, that would just be the most comedic thing in game.
See, in my head now, after what you said, Bear, I'm just picturing Art, like, gliding around in a T-pose.
Oh, yeah. I'm like Gary's mom, right?
I'm
Yep.
trying to become the chandelier to hide. I'm going on. I mean,
How to say, if you
sure
guys
there
are pressing forward,
I don't see
that's
why
up to you.
not.
Okay.
Let's fucking get it.
The door is open just as quietly as before as Ragnor produces the family crest. And as they do, you hear rumbling at first, and you feel like... At first you think it's the door, but then you realize the one behind you is silent. This one is fairly quiet as well, for being a large marble door. And as it splits open in the center, you see a large courtyard. The grass scorched in the center and dying, withered. You see trees gnarled, you see pedestals knocked over and broken. And you see a flash of what looks to be almost a chitinous tail. A tail with chitinous armor around it. Crawling into a massive hole in the center of the courtyard, where a large purple crystal is protruding from the center of it. And you see large drow-like creatures with the bottom halves of their body having been replaced by or morphed into spiders themselves. Toting these ogre-sized four-armed drow monstrosities behind them. Several drow workers in rags walking around with what could only be described as people that look like barbarians that are in House Ragnor attire. All of them, their eyes, just this void black, mouths kind of half agape, like they're asleep but still walking. And it looks like the drow that are in rags are kind of like slowly walking alongside them, kind of just like guiding them. It seems to be they're taking them to the edge of the hole in the center of the courtyard. And I can take you there now for a visual.
Well, this is just the worst.
So. And you watch as the large spider-like drow and some of the creatures that they are brandishing with them that seem to be following them like pets. One in the back raises its blade and simply takes a hand and gently taps on the back of one of the barbarians' head as they slowly begin walking themselves and descending into the cavern. And the best way I can describe the shape of this hole in the center is like a large funnel that goes down into this, like, meeting at this crystal in the center that's protruding up from the center of it. And you see from where several of the barbarians begin to walk into the funnel. There are other tunnels on the outside of it that they turn and take several different paths into what look like caverns below. You watch as, one by one, slowly, they are sent to walk toward whatever lies beneath this area. And you see the workers appear to be bringing more from the edges of the courtyard. There aren't many left now.
Are the barbarians, are those like people of Ragnor?
They appear to be wearing House Ragnor attire, yes. And they are...
The drow, those are just normal drow, or are those the ones?
If these seem like they're thralled or like old or members of House Ragnor under control, are these mimics, or do I know, or?
I would say you would know well enough by now. These are your people. And they do appear to be enthralled or mind-wiped by something. It's very similar to what Gunter had going on. But Gunter is also a more experienced warrior and a man of very strong will. So for his being able to break that was very impressive.
Ragnor like gets in front of the rest of the party, turns around.
I will make this abundantly clear first as well. Because of the silent door, none of them seem to be aware of your presence at the moment.
Okay.
I have a question for DM real quick.
Sure.
If somebody's charmed and then they're frightened, does that break the charm?
I don't believe so. I guess it would depend on...
Is that a Baldur's Gate thing?
I think it would depend on the circumstances.
I just wanted to blow my horn of winter.
But it turns around, addresses the rest of the party. No House Ragnor blood is to be spilled at my exfoliator, besides mine.
Yes, sir.
Non-lethal. Non-lethal.
And I just look at my axe. I
And
won't go for him.
If we engage, we do this non-lethally.
Those that are still looking forward would see from across the courtyard as well what appears to be the door on the opposite end, a very similar marble door, closing, and on the other end, a drow woman in dark black and purple silk robes, and that has a staff with a very large purple crystal, similar to the one in the center of this courtyard. And you watch as the energy of it flares. The same energy of the crystal in the courtyard also flares up. They seem to be connected. You see her walking with a blonde elvish man, a high elf, very clearly by the length of the ears, who turns to look back, and you swear he makes eye contact with you, Trent, and sees Ragnor there as well. And you see his eyes look frustrated and confused by seeing you. And without turning around as well, you do see what looks to be a perfect copy of Lazarus Ragnor walking beside the high elven man of House Autres, and you watch him look back very calmly but confused to the Ragnor that he is walking with, shoulder to shoulder, and then back to the drow woman as the doors close.
Oh, he's dead. Right, Ragnor, what are we doing?
We do this non-lethally. That's what we do. I engage with my men.
I don't think your men are all there.
What is this, like...
You all have control of your tokens by now as well. That is about I will say that is roughly a 20-foot drop.
Where are we? So where are we at right now?
You guys are at the bottom here.
Yeah. Oh,
You notice that there
my
are...
thing is covered up. Okay.
Yeah, you're good, sorry. There are several holes and a lot of debris in the ruined and scorched courtyard. There are many drow forces here. There are what appear to be very powerful drow forces. I'm gonna say, these appear to be the ones leading and pushing the ones along. These appear to be workers in rags dragging the other Ragnors toward the center of the crater. You do catch a glimpse of these two up here, kind of keeping watch and trying to scan the area. And to that point, I would like everybody really quick to make a group stealth check for me, as they are examining the area now.
Do I do that with advantage? Because of the boots?
Yeah. Wait.
I believe.
Or how does that work?
It's.
I know those are sound-based. I don't know if they just
Sound-based.
also give you advantage on
It's
stealth.
advantage on stealth when
It's sound-based.
being
This is
quiet
sight-based.
matters.
Okay.
So if anybody would like to move, if anybody would like to do anything, you are welcome to do this, like, with this. I will say this banister as well, like on the side of the railing here, is roughly 3 feet high.
Equilibrium, we're not doing too good.
Wow, Ragnor, is that you over there?
Oh, there's 2 of you!
Oh no.
And there was also a large chitinous tail that was going into the tunnel as well.
Probably.
I'm
Nothing.
I will
sorry.
point out.
I'm looking at a room with.
It's connected to the big gym. Which one? Hello?
Oh,
What's up?
Sorry.
Who was the person who had the staff that's
They're
connected
with
to this?
The fake Ragnar.
No, that was the lady that
They're
was
gone.
with the fake Ragnar and the head of House Huntress.
What are these on the side doing?
They are scanning for anything out of the ordinary right now. They appear to be keeping watch. And that is why I'm having the group make a stealth check. Winter, yours would be with disadvantage as well because of your heavy armor, I believe.
Boo. Fucked. Boo. Okay, it's decent.
No, you're fine.
Okay. In that case, well, did we pass the group stealth thing?
We don't know yet.
Because you have to roll for Ragnar, right?
I do have to roll for Ragnar, you are correct. Ragnar, is your dexterity a +1?
Correct.
Are you
so?
Are you proficient in stealth?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to rob you.
Yeah.
Laughs. No.
Laughs and barbarian.
Okay.
Wait, I should make a stealth barbarian build where he instead of like
up, you
rogue-
smack a guy in the back of the head with a fucking...
Yeah, instead of
There's
like
no
rogue,
stealth involved. There's no sneaking. It's just BAM!
Let's just go up next snap.
I made a stealth barbarian.
Just walk up in their
once.
face.
He was a chameleon lizard folk. It was good fun.
That's really good.
Go up next snap and go up, bend someone in half like a Twix bar. Like just build him in such a way that he kills people in one move, so he's still stealthy.
Yes, heavy stealth.
Having stealth is off.
Yeah. So,
They should give.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say they should give creative stealth sections.
Oh my god. Okay. I will say, as a group, you did pass.
God. That's crazy, because me and Equilibrium rolled like garbage.
You guys start to roll poorly, and you see, like, Marge, you kind of notice the sentries up on the balconies.
Maybe the crab.
Mm-hmm. And the spider crab just kind of, like, puts its furry, like, tarantula appendage over, Equilibrium's mouth and kind of, like, drags you aside, like, behind this banister a little bit, just to, like, get you out of sight.
It goes shh, 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 shh.
And it's like, wait, what's the holdup? And, like, someone just, like, grabs him and pulls him back there, too. I will say,
Shut the fuck up.
for those that can see, based on the rolls, the two sentries do lock eyes at this point, and this one is going to start making their way this way, just to check and see if they saw anything. You get the feeling. If anybody would like to move, you may.
Oh, you said the crab dragged us there, so I assumed you were over there.
It was more just for a flavor thing. At the very least, like, I would say, just, like, ducked you down behind, like, to where you couldn't be seen behind the banister. Yes, all those in the courtyard are, like, scars and holes.
But are they like drops, or is it just like a ramp?
The one in the middle seems to be a pretty steep, like
if I put
kinda
someone
deep.
in the hole.
The one in the middle seems to be a kind of steep ramp that leads into other various tunnels. The other ones, you're not sure how deep they are. just based on the glance you get from up here. You can see the terrain leading down into the big one.
If possible, I dare say we try to take out whoever's charming the thralls rather than attacking them at all.
Then
My
maybe-
bet's on the big glowing crystal.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Cam, can I make, with the help of 6A, can I do like a check on this crystal to try and get information about it, like magic related to like its magic and kind of stuff like that?
I would say, like,
could
especially
I help
between.
with the Arcana? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want to do your own, I have help from 6A. If you want to do your own separate roll, then we can have.
Okie dokes. Yeah, that works.
So Art rolling with advantage, and
We both have
Equilibrium
good.
rolling with just straight Arcana.
Damn.
I guess there's probably no like strict answer. It's probably just up to whatever the moment is. What makes a surprise round happen?
If you know that, if you have the ability to act without your opponents knowing.
Basically, yes.
I think right here though, this is all like me, Equilibrium, and 6A just kind of whispering
Mm-hmm.
about magic, right? Like nerds.
Yeah, you guys are nerding out. I will say, like,
Some interesting magic right here.
I will give you guys a heads up. It seems like this person is slowly drawing closer on the left, just on the left. And for each action that is taken, like while this is being discussed, they will get 1 square closer.
Okay, so is all this side over here blocked to the rest of the room?
As long as you guys are staying low, this banister is enough to block direct view. If somebody back here were to look up there and like roll a high enough perception check, they could probably see you if you were standing right at the door. So that is up to you where you would like to be currently. They seem to be pretty occupied right now, though. And with that Arcana, you guys can very easily put together, yes, this does seem to be a power source that is, you know, seems to either be being controlled or being channeled by the lady that you saw with the staff. You notice as well that when the energy in the crystal flares, the energy, or like, rather the lack of light, the void in the eyes of the Ragnors also, like, ever so faintly flares up. Like this dim purple light from within the void of their eyes. So it does seem to
Gotta
be...
get that staff out of her hand.
I will say, did
Or
one of you
destroy
get...
the big crystal?
I was gonna say,
Or
did one of
just-
you get...
yeah, well, we're gonna
Did one
do
of you get a 25 or higher?
I got a 25.
Yeah, Art got a 25.
Okay. I will say, you do get the
We,
feeling
comrade.
with... yeah. With your powers combined, Equilibrium, you are also, like, kind of, like, thinking what's the best course of action, like, the crystal or the staff. And Art kind of, like, slowly puts it together. Just, like, the staff would definitely be easier to destroy just based on size and structural integrity. Because having worked with, like, crystals as power sources and stuff before, Art, you're aware that they can be... Crystals of this size are incredibly dense. And this thing would probably be, while not impossible, it would take a while to chip away at. And you get the feeling that in the time that it would take you to chip away at it, you would probably have a lot of other stuff going on as well. So it would be doable, but it would be very difficult given the present situation.
Thinking that we're probably going to need to do some sort of stealth mission here. Trying to get that staff away. I think that's the course of action. What do you think?
Where's the staff at exactly?
It went out that way, right?
Opposite
Like this
side.
way?
It went through the north door. Yep. The door on the northern side of the courtyard.
I just want y'all to know Winter's holding his ram spike.
Could
Well,
I, as the crab spider, try to sneak around the side and go after it, boys?
You can go for it.
Go after
Yeah.
what?
If you
That's
portray
that.
to the crab what's important, the crab will try to do what it can.
I will say the person that had it has left through that back door, and it is closed currently. You will need the Ragnor crest to open that door.
Yeah, we could group stealth, so, like around the left, just maybe silently take them out.
Thinking, yeah. Eklum, do you know? Do you happen to know silence?
I don't, unfortunately.
We gotta find some way to take this guy out on the left here without it causing too much commotion.
All right, hear me out.
I don't think we get to.
We don't have to take him out. If we go to the right and we tuck behind this corner over here, I have this theory that he's just gonna come down here and look. And if we're just not here, then he probably won't rotate all the way around, expecting that the other guy will move, and then we'll have a position up on that guy instead of this.
All right, do it. Move me.
So if we can just learn and predict his repeating patrol pattern.
Yeah. And just 100%. That's it. If we just get onto this other side, we can see him. He hasn't noticed us yet. We just keep our stealth, and he's probably gonna get down to here and then like look, because he has eyes. And if we're just not here, or he can't see us, then we will give ourselves like a little bit more time to think this out.
Well, he's getting closer, so let's go ahead and do that.
Ragnor, are you okay with just being moved with the group for this?
Yep, that works.
Okay, gotcha.
And like I said, next session I'll have everything set up so it'll be way smoother.
Yep,
By
no
the way,
problem.
For the team,
Damn, we're playing Valorant.
I have my
Yeah.
Horn of Winter, and if I blow it, everything in this room can potentially be frightened of me for a turn.
And I'm gonna Omen TP across.
Yeah.
We need some smoke.
Remember, spellcasting makes noise.
Smokes?
This isn't a spell, per se.
I could literally strangulate one of them as a spell.
Yeah, but
It is a
But then
spell.
everyone would know.
Well,
I could also shoot them if we want to go around that.
the whole point of strangulate is that they can't speak
Ooh.
or breathe.
Maybe.
best case scenario here, this guy looks down the hallway and then like goes down the whole hallway, and then we have both of these guys on this side of the. But instead of like dealing with one and then the other is on like the other side, if that makes any sense. That's best case scenario. He comes down here. Worst case scenario, I guess we just get found and we just gotta fucking eat him.
Cowabunga it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Which one had the stuff? I know it was asked not too long ago. But
They left off the top.
It
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
drow
like
lady. They
Ragnor.
left out the back door.
does it seem like
the
these
north gate.
guys, like on the pedestal, like the pink guys here, does it seem like they have like control over the gym in the middle?
As far as you can tell, they just appear to be keeping watch currently. But you don't see any actual weapons on them.
Guys, check this out. I'm so sneaky.
I will say, for the sake of this, those are in fact pillars right there.
Okay, so Cam, Art's going to take a coin out and he's gonna flick it right here.
In front of
Wait,
the
is there
sentry?
a
Like this way?
is there a statue of Lazarus that I could like go up and break and then pose in the exact same way so I can look like I'm stealthing?
I would say there probably was in like close to the center, but the center currently is caved out where this large crystal is right now. So
Gotcha,
all of
gotcha. Okay,
so all of the
I just thought
bits.
I'd do it for the bit.
No, I love
Yeah.
it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we're pulling out the Hitman strats right now. Okay.
So where are
As long
you?
listen, as long as we can throw that coin right here, that guy gets close, we push him off, and no one
Let's
sees
show him,
us,
then
then
we
no one
know.
will be suspicious. We'll
Yeah.
be fine. They'll find the body, but they won't know that we did it. So
Yeah.
I think we're
Mark just
fine.
Where's
guys-
that drop? He might just live.
well, he won't know though.
Fuck, dude, could you make it
It's
like,
like-
yeah, but
it
it's
is,
a
uh,
Hitman game.
Looks like it's
so
roughly a 20-foot drop.
Is there water at the bottom of this?
He's dead instantly.
There is not. It is all dead, withered, burnt grass.
Oh, Bear,
All right.
throw
In
all
all
this.
seriousness, though, what should we
Let's-
do here?
So I decided to throw all this. I'm just readying my action of blowing my Horn of Winter.
What
So
does
if
that
anything
do?
goes wrong, it's just everything that can hear it makes a
Understood.
wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until my next turn.
Nice.
Understood.
That's so sick.
It gives us
I'm a-
like 3 temp HP, but I don't know if you want to do, since it won't actually be
Yeah,
giving
the
us a temp
temporary HP will take. Well, You can choose which one to take. If you still have the 12 for me.
Oh, that's gone for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's just because while you have the temp HP,
they don't stack.
You give advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Oh hell.
So I didn't know if you want to just add that buff onto your temp HP buff, or you'd have to.
I would say for the sake of this, and just because like that is a really cool aspect of that, I would say as long as you have temp HP at that point, I would allow that to be like a combo ability between the two of you.
Cool.
Rad.
It's their bonding moment in the bar. We worked it out.
Like I say, you guys have been together long enough now to where it's like, you know how to work together well enough not to step on each other's toes as much. So I would definitely say that's applicable.
All right, guys, I got a bit of a plan. All right. So, Winter, can you tell me exactly how the strangle works?
Well, it is verbal, but I guess just
Can you
out
whisper
game, I'll
real
read
quiet?
I was gonna say casting verbally would require like a stealth check. I wouldn't necessarily make that with disadvantage because of the heavy armor, because if you're not moving, like, it's not that big of a deal.
An invisible hand of death grabs a creature's throat and begins strangling them. The target makes a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is restrained and can't speak or breathe. And each turn, I can use my action to continue the spell. And if I do, they take damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
You have a Vader force choke.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Well, here's the thing. We can try that. Like, maybe I can try and cause some sort of diversion over here, right? Like, make some noise with, like, a spell. Like, make it sound like it's coming from here. And then when he gets over there, you strangle him. I'll teleport across and then kind of finish him off.
Oh, my emotion, bullshit.
Marjorie and Equilibrium as this is going on, and Ragnar being in the back as well. You would just hear from the other side of the walkway, just das cough, as the drow appears to start making its way back to its watch.
And does that translate to thought I heard something?
No, it translates to must have been the wind.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you are fluent in Undercommon, you would know that it does translate must have been the wind. As he walks off.
Art, I'm all for it.
I do not. I do not know Undercommon.
I wish I knew Undercommon.
So hear me out here. If that guy comes back and he doesn't see that guy, he's gonna know something's up. Does that make any sense?
I mean, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he thinks that.
Yeah, but it took him like 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, they locked eyes before before he started to patrol.
Well, so that's maybe we wait for this guy to get back. He sees him, and then we make a something over it, makes a sound over here, so that this guy sees him walk away.
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick while y'all discuss.
I'm actually really cool with that. I want this guy to come back and see him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
We could also just either we're gonna make stealth checks, right?
I think so. Here's my plan. So maybe we can get a couple people across over here, kind of go after that staff. I can go across with like the blessing of the Raven Queen, right? And then maybe a couple, like the majority of us stay here. Winter, you blow that horn, we get all the diversion on to you guys, while we can take on that crystal. Couples, and I know it's splitting the party is not always the best idea, but this might give us a chance to like section off the crystal rod.
I can use minor illusion to like make a small noise that only that guy can hear because it's within 30 feet. And I can like put it like over here so like he only hears it, if that makes any sense. And like I can try to see if that'll alert him to move over that way, but I'm not sure how I feel about that.
My only input is I feel like either way we're gonna make stealth check, so we just walk as a group.
100%.
I feel like if we walk right here, then this guy's just gonna see us. I feel like if he fails that stealth check,
but the minor illusion, maybe you can put it like out here or something.
Other possible ideas. I've vortex worked this guy down the hole.
Yeah, I just don't want some of y'all get caught up there because they'll be frightened of me, not you.
True.
My goal is how are we taking, like, could we even possibly take somebody down silently? Like,
That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of difficult. We're kind of having to think outside the box. And
Just sneeze when you shoot.
I mean, I guess the option is we probably should have just tried to find a way to get the crest instead, and either sneak our way out the door or try to find a decent way to engage this fight. Because I don't think taking one dude's gonna do anything but.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Ragnar has a
this-
crest to get
if
through
we
the top,
can-
the northern gate.
If we can get
Oh,
past
yeah,
this,
okay, fuck it then, yeah.
yeah, if we can get past this guy, then we can get all the way over to the door.
I was gonna say I really don't want to fight this room.
All right, well then let's sneak around this fucking dude. Roll your rolls. Let's get good.
There are 2 Driders. I'm not with all
Yeah,
3
they-
Driders. The 3 big dudes.
I get it. But also,
And we can't hurt the good bad boys or whatever.
The issue is Ragnar's people.
Yeah, I want to jump in there and cast Blood Boil a couple times. Fireball people.
Yeah, we're not killing any friendlies here.
I feel like though if we leave, they will get killed either way.
They were being led towards the hole. Seems like they're probably about to be thrown in it.
I think we got to act pretty quickly.
oh god,
I think we just try and.
Ragnar, are your men getting sacrificed? Or are we saving them? I guess we're doing stuff. So, what are we doing here?
Sneak.
I personally would like to sneak past.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote sneaking.
You want to group?
Alright.
So you guys want to group sneak past this guy?
Yes.
Okay. If that's what you...
I can't think of a way to make it advantageous to start a fight, so it's just unless we
Well,
just jump them.
My idea was if we could just at least take this guy out, we wouldn't have to.
I mean,
worry
yeah,
about
if
past
he's
him.
one of mine, yeah, we don't legally,
But my
Batman
idea,
him.
like, I feel like if 6 of us are trying to sneak past him, like 15 feet behind him, like, I don't know, it feels kind of hard to do.
All right, let's take him out. Do your thing.
Wait, if you guys want to try sneaking across, we can do that. Like, I can TP across and try.
While
and
they're
avoid-
discussing, Ragnar's just gonna chokehold him, try to Batman stealth fake on him.
All right, I am going to
My horn is so ready.
say I'm going to. Would you like to wait until, as was discussed, would you like to wait until the other sentry is back on their post and sees them first?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gonna Metal Gear it. I'll wait
Okay.
until
And is anybody pulling this one, like, so in that case, we will put this one back here. Is anybody waiting, is anybody trying to draw this one's attention this way, as was described before, or are you trying to chokehold them right from the balcony right there? Is anybody trying to move them?
I definitely don't think choke holding him on the balcony is the call because the other guy will see him.
Funny.
I can cast minor illusion to get him to move either closer to us or to the other side. It's a
Hey, you could pull him closer to us if you want.
I was about to say, can you just minor illusion as if
I'll
there's
just get
another
out the way.
dude's just still there?
all of that too. Yeah,
Like distract him back, make it seem like he's still there for a moment, or like he's come back, and then
like just copy his pose perfectly. Yeah.
Could that be?
Like, so you want me to replicate the other guy? At the
Yeah,
balcony?
yeah. Basically, so
Yeah,
that way the other dude,
cast
if he looks
illusion,
across,
yeah.
won't know
Would-
that the
wouldn't-
dude's gone.
Wouldn't you think something's up? Because he would see that guy over there and then see that guy.
Oh shit!
Well, we'd have to get rid of the other dude first. You have to
I
move him
got-
back to distract him, and then you can whatever it is. But
I got it. All right.
all right.
I didn't even read this. I forgot I had this. I have disguise self. We take this guy down, and I just walk back out disguised as him.
Yeah. We truly hitman this.
Do it,
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
All right, I'm gonna get out the way. If y'all wanna distract him to down here.
I'm sure everything will go according to plan.
It always does.
Always does.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what is going off first? What is the first move?
I want to know who is doing
Well-
the act of murdering this man.
I'm non-lethal stealth takedowning. If he's one of my men, if he's
He's
some
not, no,
random,
this-
yeah,
He's not.
he's
This appears to be a drow
okay,
mage.
then yeah, I'm just gonna do what I was describing. Then stealth barbarian next now.
Okay, I'm.
Right, yeah.
Does casting bardic inspiration make noise?
I don't really think it's a cast, is it?
I know it's an innate ability. I need to read the
Playing
skill
an instrument, aren't
exactly.
you? Or something.
Usually it's through instruments or like
Hey, Luke,
words.
do you know if bardic
so-
inspiration makes any noise?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
Well, like,
does, but I will
Can
check.
I do it stealthily? That's the.
Just whisper, you got this, buddy.
I'll tell you what. Give me a... In your current situation, give me a stealth check with advantage. If you roll above 10, you're good.
Well, I don't want to do it yet. Like, I kind of want to do it as Ragnar's doing it, if that makes any sense. So, like, worst case scenario, Ragnar still, like, kills the guy stealthily. Like, if that makes any sense. I'm just trying to give him
you're on the reactionary support. I see what you're saying. Okay.
I'm not trying, like, I don't want to jeopardize our already good stealth by casting in general. I would rather give him the best opportunity to do what he needs to do for us to get through this than to, like, not, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Also, inspiration is someone that can hear you, so it is supposedly done through something audible. But yes, absolutely, I would say, like, if that's what you're wanting to do, yeah, we'll give him the, like, he will take the chance, and then, like, if you see that it's going poorly, you will inspire him.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, who is drawing them forward? Who is drawing them toward you?
I can minor illusion, like this side of the pillar. I'm just gonna make some like words, like silent noise.
Wait,
I
didn't
to get this guy's attention.
Did I miss the description? I can't help but notice there's no more Ragnors over here.
They're in the hole.
As this has been going on, the workers have been dragging the Ragnors toward the hole, and they've just been marching, essentially, mindlessly down into the hole.
Into the hole.
They don't appear to be harmed, necessarily. Just
Oh, it's
just
like
walking
a
up.
slow descent. It isn't
Yes.
like just
hole.
a death pit.
it's
I
like
think
it's
so.
like I wasn't able to draw it the way I wanted it necessarily. This was the best I could get, but the way I tried to describe it is it's like a big funnel basically with the crystal coming out of the center. It doesn't actually drop into a pit at the center, but there are tunnels that go out in like bits of the in the funnel itself. So they're kind of just like walking down a slow decline and then picking a tunnel and going into that.
In my
That's been
mind, as soon
basically
as we
drilled
make
out.
the connection,
Gotcha.
it'll just be a war of Ragnar's beating the shit out of all these people.
Backup plan though, if we can't get all this done, we enhance Ragnar. I vortex warp him on the crystal, and he just goes to town. What do you guys think?
And dies, but yes.
Or Winter, I'm down for either one.
I'm gonna have to dip out early just because I've got uni tomorrow.
Sure.
So,
Very fair.
I'll catch you guys later, Bear. I've sent you shit in case combat breaks out or doesn't.
Good to know. Thank you for giving me the instructions on how to pilot this vehicle.
Yep. Okay.
Have a good one.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Take it
Thanks
easy.
for having me. Catch you guys next time.
See you
Take it
later.
easy, dude.
Let's do this thing.
All right.
Guys,
What do you think?
I don't feel good about this.
want
Well,
the
I don't think
barbarian
there's
next
a particularly good.
Mm,
now. And you didn't want a long rest.
What else would you rather? What else would you like to do?
well, maybe if we didn't
I
long
think
rest,
Rag-
it wouldn't be at this point.
I think we heard it to still take down.
Do it.
Yep,
Yep.
I think that's definitely the play for sure. So, I'm gonna cast minor illusion like here at this pillar to try to get this guy to move. And I'm just gonna make like
So as Ragnor's doing this, and like as we were
Noises.
discussing everything, he's kind of like hesitantly comfortable with being like like the Leonardo of the group.
yeah.
Like he's just like, okay, it's time to make a decision. We gotta do it. Let's just do it.
All right. What sound do you make
I'm just waiting
by this
for it.
pillar, Trent?
I just
Out of
like
curiosity.
whispers, like just like weird noises. I don't know. Just get him over there.
Good, a demon.
You see, like, you hear him kind of turn and shuffle a little bit. You just hear and starts to make his way downtown toward the pillar here. And the second he gets to here, like, he sees Equilibrium and Marge in the back and, like, kind of turns to see the rest. Ragnar springs out and is going to go for just a stealth, non-stealth, in-your-face neck snap.
Not stealth.
And, like, basically dragging him back to here. for it. I will say, Ragnar, are you raging for this? Yes or no? Before I make the rolls.
Yes.
I will say that would better the odds for sure. Okay.
Just permanently enrage.
Because I know you get bonuses based on your necklace as well. So, doing mental math real quick. 4 for strength. This is... Ragnar is proficient in athletics, I'm guessing?
Okay. Say that again, Cam.
Ragnar is proficient in athletics, I am guessing?
You're correct. Acrobatics and athletics.
Gotcha. Good to know. So that's...
He's a big motherfucker, but he can parkour.
Exactly.
Something tells me that a mage isn't
Big
gonna be,
athlete.
a drow mage ain't gonna be too athletic.
Yeah, well, you never know. Let's see here.
Can't put a 1 in front of this guy's modifier.
No, I just put a 0 at the end of it. What do you mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, bro, 40. That's crazy.
Just put a 0 at the end of his health bar real quick.
Damn, bro, 0. That's crazy.
That's it's still 0.
2 zeros.
Actually, no, I'm not sure. All right, we're good. So that's a d20 plus 4 plus proficiency 7 plus an extra 2 for the rage from the necklace. So pretty good. This would be advantage on strength checks while raging. Strength-based checks. The opposing check. This would be a disadvantage because he is surprised as well. The first one was worse. Ragnar, you leap out of your spot, making... Like, you guys have seen Lazarus Ragnar move before and fight in battle. You have seen the boisterous, loud monstrosity that he can be, especially as of late with his outbursts. This is like watching an actual proper vampire hunt. As he steps forward and makes literally no sound on his feet.
That's a like.
Like his foot hits the stone and there's nothing. Like it's just shadow gliding.
Feel free to veto this because I don't know how you want Ragnar vampires to work for flavor.
No,
if there's any reflective surfaces, his reflection disappears.
Yep, absolutely. But he like you just watch essentially the shadows cover the bottom of his feet as he steps out in front of this drow. And he is barely able to open his lips before the hands grip the side of his head. And before you even twist, you don't even realize that your fingers have crushed so far into the skull that he's already gone, and then you twist and snap the neck.
Alright, go.
And you just see
happens,
his...
I turn and...
I start doing like Rainbow Six hand signs to the rest of the party, like fucking come on.
I grab the staff, and I cast disguise self, and I disguise myself as this guy.
I say this guy didn't have a staff. This guy didn't seem to have any weapons or implements of any sort. Yeah.
Well, then I disguise self and then I walk out.
Must have been the wind.
What did that guy say earlier?
All you heard was from this guy saying it was just Sikva, but you're not sure exactly what that means because you gathered at this point it's probably undercommon.
I mouth this exact same thing. If he looks at me, I mouth the same thing to him.
He kind of cocks his head and raises an eyebrow a little bit, but nods slowly at you. Kind of just goes back to scanning the courtyard.
That's my tea.
I'm gonna look over it. I think I'm just gonna stand there until you guys. We gotta probably distract this guy too, just before we go across. Unless you guys just want to go for it.
Do you remember what he said before he crossed over? Before he made him patrol? They like both locked eyes before he patrolled again. If we can get him to patrol again.
That was by distraction down here. Like.
Yeah, there's a distraction down here that made him come down. Like he heard. Because our stealth check wasn't great, so he heard something, he thought.
You weren't outed immediately, but he thought he heard something, so he headed that way.
I draw a line, like, to see how far something is.
The little ruler tool. On the left side.
Maybe somebody could like throw like a rock or something like
hang
down
on, hang
here.
on. Bro, I can make it. I could throw something that far, right?
I mean,
Try.
with a good enough athletics show, you could definitely try.
Dude, I want to throw my Ragnor Kama Sutra.
No.
The techniques will be lost to the ages.
Actually, no, I'll just throw a dagger. You're right. You're right. That's
my
more
issue.
important.
My issue with throwing something is these big guys might come up and look at it after, because if it's loud enough for him to hear it, then these guys will probably hear it.
Yeah, but we leaving.
I mean, like, if these guys start moving over there, then we really need to tuck and go.
Right, there's a risk to everything we do, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, we pretty much got. Shouldn't we just be tucking and moving right now?
I'm throwing a dagger.
Well,
Yeah,
like if we cross,
I threw it.
I go like I put
Alright.
like my hand over my ear and I point down over here to that guy.
Like, you, like, out of the corner of your eye, you see Winter throw the dagger, and... Winter, go ahead and give me just an athletics check to see how far you can get it. But, like, you do see the dagger go flying, like, the glint just out of the corner of your eye, and then you, like, make the motion to him.
Okay.
Play it off that. I just want to see how far this dagger goes.
Athletics?
Yes.
Is that with bless or something?
you are not blessed.
Okay.
So, gonna say, you don't fumble the dagger necessarily, but you do throw it far enough to where it gets to roughly this point right here behind where that gargoyle wing is. And
Good enough.
you make the motion to that guy to start going that way, and he kind of like gives you a nod and like looks that way, like suspiciously, starts making his way back. But Winter, you also notice from where you're at, Winter and Marjorie would see, this creature right here, ears perk up as well. And they start, like, sniffing the air back in that direction and making their way up the stairs over here.
If he's going for scent, then I'm going to use prestidigitation to like take away any of our scents.
Mm-hmm.
How does that do? Y'all just use it to do everything.
Prestidigitation has a lot of applications. It's a toolbox.
Prestidigitation does literally everything.
Is it wish? It's crazy.
You can flavor stuff, you can change the smells of stuff, you can draw on stuff.
All right,
As soon as this guy is out of sight, Trent's going to attempt to move across.
Yeah, I want to like motion him behind, like go, 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 go.
All right.
As a group, we all go at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Let me see what.
Assuming we pass.
Got a message real quick. Alright, fair enough. And as Equilibrium goes by, he just like whispers back to you, "You're doing great, buddy." Just like goes to walk on past.
Think to myself, that does not sound. Anyway.
Where's the accent go?
Yeah,
Bit of a frog in my throat. Sorry.
I shoot him.
All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Seems
As everything in the
unlikely.
courtyard screeches. Jake's up.
Wait
All
a
right,
minute.
Stealth rolls?
Yes, please. One more group stealth.
Let's go! We're not done!
Actually,
I carry the spider.
The 20 helps a lot.
I was gonna say, was that with disadvantage, Winter? Because this is
no.
moving. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Oh! Two sides of the coin.
Alright, get ready, everybody.
Before anything happens, Cam. Yeah, I'll let you finish this first. Oh God.
I say we just rush for the door. We just
Can
take dash action.
Can 6A give anybody a help action? He scans the ground to let them know what not to step on, or something.
I would say for the sake of this, like
Lube up
he
my
could
armor.
he could slip out the back of your pack if you like gave the order, and he could effectively allow one reroll to one person that you wish here.
Yeah, we'll give. I guess we'll give old Winter.
Yeah, I wonder.
Winter, take one more straight roll.
That's
Okay,
better.
it's not a critical failure.
It's not a crit. Oh my God.
I will roll for Ragnor.
That 20, baby.
Okay.
Damn.
And I will roll for equilibrium. I'm not sure what equilibrium's dex is. I'm going to assume it's... I'm assuming it's positive. We're going to go with a +2 for now. That sounds reasonable. Okay.
So middling.
Cam, is there any fire at all in this area or no?
Currently, no. It looks like any fire that was here would have already gone out. Like, it looks like the grass may have been scorched upon entry.
What are you doing with that Ragnor? Leave him alone.
He's just going for a walk. Silly little guy.
So manly, Jesus.
These two would have gotten down to about here by now. As this is going on, though, 6-8 slips out of your pack, Art.
Mm-hmm.
And, Winter, as you're about to, like, step on a cracked piece of rubble and what looks like some sort of, like, maybe a broken bottle that was left by a guard. Or maybe one of the workers, you're not sure. You almost step on that, and 6-8, it's just like, no, and, like, bumps up and nudges you in the back. But as opposed to the breaking of glass, it's just like a little clunk against your armor that also makes some noise. So, he helped, but it still wasn't great.
If I hear that, then I'm just gonna, like, take a fall as if I just fell over. To make it look like that was me.
Oh, okay, I got you. Like, back on, like a step back onto the balcony, like that.
Yeah, maybe I tripped and fell over. So if they hear that, they might think it was just me falling over.
I gotcha. I would say, give me a performance check, Art.
Oh, God. I was afraid you would say that.
You are performing. We're fucked. We're dead.
You go to like look back up and you see this one like kind of looks up at you and then like looks at this direction.
I look embarrassed.
This one's ears also perk up. The large like ogre-sized drow monstrosity creature. And you hear them start chattering amongst themselves in Undercommon, and you see this one shove this one in the back and like point up the stairs. And you see the worker start making his way up the stairs, like tiredly.
I point over there like I'm gonna walk over there too. And I start walking toward the gang. Guys,
I would say
go.
they have no reason to distrust you based on how you look. So like
Go get him.
The Drider down here would look at you and like kind of give a nod and like cock their eyebrow at you a little bit and go back to what they were doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This one's still
over.
sniffing around. This one is sniffing around. And this one is just watching for that worker to come back.
I'm gonna walk over here kind of quickly and then look around the corner and like shrug at this guy as he comes around. And then what the fuck did he say? I can't remember.
Something.
Sikvas was what you heard before.
Sikvas. Sikvas, man, I don't know what to say, man.
Just flirting with him.
You see he kind of like he looks really tired and ragged and just decrepit. He's just kind of like
I mirror the message too. I'm like, oh man, I'm so tired of this shit, man. Ugh.
I will say, give me a performance or persuasion. Straight roll.
Bear's trying so hard to not say roll initiative.
Well, no, this is genuine. Like things haven't necessarily gone full tits up. This is how this would play out.
It's better.
It's better.
Just usually we go oops and then fight.
He starts to turn back and then he like stops and looks over his shoulder at you. Just says, "Dor, Volkin," and looks at you, stares you like directly in the eyes, in Undercommon. Volkin.
Oh, he says something. I pull my gun out and shoot this motherfucker.
Oh my.
Roll with advantage. Yes, everybody else, you can move where you would like to within your movement speed during this.
Run, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna kick up initiative yet, just because there's ways this could play out.
I just go all the way.
I'm gonna say this is pretty much a good indicator of like people can be moving.
And I have the horn ready,
35.
so still like
20.
I wouldn't do it until like
25
start. I don't know if I could wait until you say roll initiative and then say I blow the horn.
It's very fair. This would be still considered a surprise round, I would say, if like things are going to kick off.
Yeah.
But
Well,
what was your roll, Art?
20.
And you see he goes to repeat himself again, and go ahead and give me a damage roll because you do hit him.
Damn, I meant to say earlier I was going to do arcane weapon, but I didn't say it, so unfortunate. Be 14 plus 10, 24 damage to this guy on the first shot.
Where do you hit him, and how do you drop him?
Right through the
This man was
through the mouth.
decrepit.
And he's speaking. I'm just right through the mouth.
And you hear the shot echo as it hits that back like wall, and every head in the courtyard turns.
Oh, he had a silencer, bro.
And you're
Yeah. Oh, did you not hear?
He
I
shot
heard
through
I
like
had
a
silencer.
Yeah.
oil filter.
You're right.
He
You're
shot
right.
through it.
Shot through a fucking Coke bottle, and it just works. Yeah, that's how that goes.
The pillow.
And sorry,
look at it-
sorry, the
I
Baptiste
look
bottle.
I look over this corner. I just shrug my shoulders like I don't know what that was, guys.
And you just hear Borkan as the Driders in the middle all begin yelling, and you see this one actually like grab a whip from its belt and whip the beast down here to get moving, and it snarls and starts like
randomly.
running up in this direction.
Everybody, you know what? I want to do something. Slaps one of the random dudes.
They are making their way up the steps. I will say you guys have 1 round before they are able to get up these stairs, because this is 20 foot of stairs. It is effectively difficult terrain. So, Mount Claw, what are you doing?
Marge, can you quickly destroy those stairs or no?
I'm a crab. Well, you motherfuckers keep talking. March isn't even.
Okay,
You
crab.
motherfuckers
Crab.
need to pay attention.
No,
This
Marty,
is a
I-
motherfucking crab. Of course he can
Marty,
do that. This
Marty,
crab
Destroy-
uses part of his
Never
movement
mind.
here, absolutely fucking decimates these with an erupting earth, and then get to the door.
would you have really never come? Because earlier I like yelled for
Gotcha.
help at first. fight.
Correct.
I'm like,
I was very right. When I gave him a hug, this crab is with you guys. Marge is not. Marge is back
It's
in
true,
the
it's
other
true.
room.
Yeah, I do.
But
That
you
is,
stayed
it
right
is
through
true.
the door. Okay.
The crab understands well
No,
enough.
Marge has not answered a single question of yours, Winter. I know
Yes,
you're
I-
talking to Marge, but Marge has not been
No,
there. I've said that 100 times.
No, I'm trying to be clear. It was
That's
that
true.
very first room that you said you were standing right outside of. That's when I yelled to you. I just
Well,
I just didn't know if you just ignored him. Just stayed there.
yeah, he's in there. He's not coming in there. She's not coming in there.
Marge found a rocking chair and is crocheting in the
LP.
other room.
She doesn't have magic. She knows better.
You've been with us the whole journey.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
Well,
But
anyways,
also,
So it's a
that's
spider.
not me.
All right, so the crab did. Was it erupting earth on the stairs?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Let me see
Okay,
how big
I was
that
just
is.
making
Hold
sure.
on.
I was gonna say.
And I death grip him up here anyway.
Okay.
So you guys have a round to do you before
It is a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
Centered
20-foot
on-
cube.
Yeah.
quick
I
question,
gotcha. I
guys.
gotcha.
Centered here, so it should hopefully hit these two as well, right?
Art, I think you did great.
I
Hold
tried
on,
my
man.
best, man.
Pretty damn close.
It was cool.
All right, question, guys.
20-foot radius,
Nah, move it,
or
move it down. It's a cube. Move it down.
move it down. Gotcha. So like here, roughly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
think.
I would say that would cover the majority of the stairs. There wouldn't be enough left to get a good enough
Oh, that
foothold
didn't
on the
move.
edges.
No,
Yeah,
it didn't
let's-
move for me. No, down further.
Oh, sorry.
The,
I meant like
the stair. It's like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, like that. Like that's
Yeah.
like half of the stairs. Over half the stairs. In fact, that's like almost all the stairs. I say
Oh, like
80%
right
of the
there, yeah.
stairs is covered right there. Yeah.
already.
Hey guys,
Eric?
real quick question: what happens if we destroy this crystal thing and all of Ragnar's people become unenthralled, and then they're around a bunch of monsters?
Well, good
Fight.
luck with
It's
them.
Ragnor.
They know what they signed up for. I don't know what to tell you. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
So they need the crest to open this door. So if we close it behind us,
Gotta say, Ragnor, you do have the crest to open the door. Are you just bolting for the door and opening, or would you like to do anything else in this? Marjorie has.
He'll take a beat to like look at the
Just one.
people that are thralled.
Mm-hmm. There's only like 2 left that are
one.
above ground. Or there's 1 left right now that is still above ground. The others have marched underground.
And he, like, mentally, he's running every calculation he possibly can to be like, the thing to save them the fastest is to get to the door. We can come back for them.
All right.
And I imagine if suddenly all the Ragnars become incredibly violent, it won't go well for their captors.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
See these two.
So
are also,
yeah,
like,
Ragnar's gonna like motion and have everyone follow him to the door while he goes and puts the crest in.
Mm-hmm. Said dexterity
We've seen
saving throws.
Fire Force.
Gotcha. A bit of it, yeah.
There's that one town where Benny Mar is like the leader of. And he just tells everybody to beat the shit out of each other to get rid of the doppelgangers.
That's pretty
That's
good.
what I picture Ragnar doing.
So the Drider does not save. The other creature does save. For 20 points. Okay.
3d12 don't fuck around.
Right, that's fat.
I lost my token. I can't. It's gone to me.
Where'd you put it?
I don't know.
In the
Put it under
shadow
someone?
room.
No, it's above art right now, in the gray.
Oh. Yeah, I can't even grab it either. Oh,
Actually,
Equilibrium's already through there.
I barreled through the door.
I will say,
I'm
like,
gone.
Ragnar has, like, if Ragnar's putting the crest in, then the door has been opened at this point, and you guys can move through if you wish. But yeah, no, like, it will take, like, another round for the door to be, closed. But mathematically, there's no way that they can get up those stairs now with
May I ready a different action?
the destroyed
Going into
stairs
this
and
room?
difficult terrain. Yes.
Death grip. You know how it is. That lady with the staff. If she's in range ever,
Understandable.
getting yoinked.
I will say, all of you do manage to barrel into the room as you hear shouting behind you, and you do hear a loud roar. And as the door starts closing behind you, you're all in the next room. And you watch as a 3-headed beast with leathery wings and a scorpion tail soars out of the hole toward the door, goes to exhale a fire breath soaring at the door, and you hear a crack as and the residual heat off of the flame as it is not able to reach you, and it's all 3 of its heads just smash into the marble door, and you just hear clawing and roaring on the other side.
So we agree. There's no way we ever won that room, right?
Yeah, no. If we
We won
fought
that
in
room.
there, if we fight in that room, we probably die. Like,
No, straight up, I would have just cut. You see the 2 paths they could have taken? Nah, dude, they couldn't have never. They would have never even
Ragnar would have
gotten
asked everyone to share their energy and then did spirit. He's actually Goku. I'm actually playing
Yeah.
Goku.
Arch would have revived us all.
There it
think
is.
I think the Driders would just charm us in some way, shape, or form, and then it would just be.
I would just turn sides, honestly.
There were... I ran... That is one of the few rooms where I ran like 10 calculations in my head myself of like, this could go a lot of different ways. I have to account for a lot right here, and that was one of the outcomes. So, well done.
That was a
thing.
group
We've been
effort
fine.
there. That's for sure.
It was an
the-
art effort.
A lot of communication. The boys
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah, that was good. That's good D&D.
The Chimera Tail was a warning.
I don't want you to know how close I was to throwing a ram spike to try to knock somebody in the hole as soon as we stepped in. I even told you, I was like, I'm
shoot him
holding
in the
this.
fucking throat.
Y'all genuinely worked as a cohesive unit and worked together, and that was pretty rad.
It took
If
all I had.
Ragnar was some steroided up version of Leonardo, well, I guess there's not 4 of us, so there would not be. We would have. What Power Ranger is everyone? I don't know.
Marge gets
I
the
don't
crab
remember.
Zord.
I'm the Blue Ranger.
Alright, what are we seeing? What are we looking at?
You have entered
By the way, so how long were we in that room?
that room.
You would talk like IRL time, about an hour and a half.
Yeah, all night.
In game, the courtyard was probably like 20 minutes ish. wasn't a terribly long time.
Never mind. Because I was wondering, I was like, are they like leaving this room now?
As you step in here, you once again like. Actually, yeah, no. Given that it was 20 minutes-ish, this door is closed, and you walk into a dimly lit room, even with the, like, what you can see of, like, the faintest bit of morning sunlight starting to come over the horizon and, like, come into the windows. Everything in here is cast in a very dim purplish glow. And looking around, you notice, like, a lot of things. A lot of statues dedicated to past archons of House Ragnor. The largest being the initial founder, Heinrich. And the most newly erected one, over to the far right, being a statue of Lazarus as well. None of the statues appear to be defaced, but a lot of the display cases that housed Ragnor, what you know to be some of the Archon's weapons through the years, have disappeared. They appear to be smashed, and everything inside of, like, the contents appear to have been absconded with.
Rude.
You also notice the big parts of this room, I guess the points of interest. You notice the doors leading to what you would know to be the west going to the armory, and the east going to the guest chambers. You notice more broken lenses, similar to the ones that you've seen in the sun hole room. And upon looking up, you notice that a shaft that runs through the attic appears to have broken open, and some of the lenses appear to run all the way up here to the third floor, where the Archon's chambers are. But it appears that parts this far down even have been damaged. But looking up in there, you do see some bits of it are still functional, as you do still see a bit of light, as if being pushed through a magnifying glass very faintly is still coming through from somewhere up in that little tunnel. That broken bit of tunnel that is open in the ceiling up there. The same door that takes the Ragnor family crest appears to be on the opposite end here. There appears to be seating. Very typical benches, some display weapons that don't seem to have been taken. An alchemy bench, where Lazarus, you would know this to be where if you did have any operating court alchemists at the time, they would be there to produce some of the, some of the serum that you would use to protect yourselves from the sunlight and to maintain your gift more easily. And that appears to be tossed and mostly abandoned. But that is what you see as you enter the antechamber just outside of the Archon chambers of House Ragnor.
Well, I'm going forward. I want to get away from whatever that room was. I want to move.
Ragnar, I know this is hard to
Yes,
look
sir.
at. We need to keep pushing so we can save the people who matter here, right?
Yeah, you see, like, he's
Take
not
a
even
sword.
hiding that he's crying, but he just gives Art like a nod.
I'm like, what's that sword? No, I'm going. To loot them. Let's loot our friend's home.
Looter, give me the sword.
Yeah,
easy.
all of the display cases have been smashed and grabbed. Like I
Room
said.
looks great. I want to leave it.
Um,
Nothing will jump out, right? No. Statues won't come alive.
yeah, you've got a big gaping hole in the ceiling where the sun hole appears to be busted and leading into that chamber. You've got
Art, it's not usually safe to be next to me.
you've got the armory and the visitors' chambers. You've got the alchemy table that's been tossed. And you've got the door that leads to the Archon chambers directly.
No one else will move. So, all right, me and Art got this. We'll finish it. But he's gone.
Y'all just phase through the door.
Whee.
Like, noticeably sees Ragnar crying, and Trent just kind of like pats him on the shoulder and gives him kind of like a understanding like nod, and wipes his tear up a little bit, and then he walks on past, pushing forward with the rest of the group.
Trent, as you're moving forward, also Winter, get back here. You can't get past that door without Ragnar's crest. I'm watching you.
I thought it was just stairs or something.
Yeah, no, it blends in with the marble floor.
I'm knocking.
Yeah, just Winter is like NPC walking into the wall. I would say anybody who has walked up past the halfway point in the room to give me a perception check, please.
Yes.
Definitely did.
Okay.
That's cool.
So we'll say Trent, you were roughly up here as well.
14. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, just start rolling d4s for perception.
My God. These we've had no mid rolls. They're either really good or they're really bad.
That's the life of the dice.
Let me look at this. I don't.
So, Winter, you don't notice anything. You are hell bent
eyes are
on.
actually closed.
You are hell bent on getting through this room.
Yes.
And just like finishing all of this, especially with the adrenaline of everything that just happened. Everybody's still got a little bit of that
scared
energy.
Me for the first time this journey.
Trent, you're more focused on like having a look around and seeing all the damage done. Or you hear the faintest creak come from your left. And looking up towards the door to the armory, you see this set of deep brown eyes peering through a crack in the door, just watching you.
Son of a bitch.
Very faint. The door is barely open. It is almost imperceptible with the dull light in here.
Hey, show yourself. And I point my gun over here.
You see the door like closes and makes a loud thud, and you hear rustling on the other side as if they backed away from it.
They know we're here, guys.
And you just
real
hear
friendly, Art.
you just hear grumbling. Like they're not trying to be stealthy anymore, just grumbling on the other side.
Real friendly, Winter. I don't think there's much here that's quite friendly to us.
Well, the only people that haven't immediately attacked us were the enemies.
He's right.
Like,
the ogre was originally an enemy, and then...
Listen, we just got past all that shit behind us. You think I'm not gonna be on guard if there's something around here?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, that's a chimera in the other room.
And Art, you being on guard leads to you hearing ever so faintly, like Trent, you don't even hear it or see it from like where you're looking at Art. You see Art's elven ears perk up, and he turns and like looks back at the like you turn and look over your shoulder at the door real quick, and you see the same glint again, as though that they're trying the same thing again, but it's just watching, just two big brown eyes.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna put my gun in my holster.
Trent's gonna like walk up with Art, so he's not by himself.
Ragnar, get over here.
The door closes again as you approach. You just hear grumbling on the other side again. Shuffling.
I open it.
You open the door?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're dead. We just need Ragnar to talk to.
You see standing before you two gorillas and a brown bear.
Oh my God!
And you see the gorillas are backed against the wall, like actual arms against the wall, and the bear is like standing on both legs, like back against the wall as well. Like they don't know what to do.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, the scroll modified. I have 4 of them still.
All right. Everybody gets the ability to speak with animals.
Ed and Ned, I'm gonna run up.
Are you working? Are you working with that scary lady that just came through?
No,
we just saw him go with her, and they're pointing at Ragnar across the room.
I'm back, by the way. Hello.
Welcome back.
We found Ed and Ned.
That's the wrong Ragnar. This is the real Ragnar.
There were two eyes peering from the armory door at the party that Art noticed, and it turned out to be Ed, and the brown bear from the sheep chase that you sent here.
Animals. Yeah.
I used the scroll so we can talk to him.
Mm-hmm. We just.
Oh, they're still alive.
But if there's two of you.
Yeah,
the other
one's
one's fake.
One's real. This is the real one.
Well, if us. You see, like, one of the girls look at the other one. Are you real? I'm real. Are you real? I'm real.
Yeah,
you
remember
guys are all real. We're all real.
There's two of us, so there's two of him, so maybe they're both real. Are you sure they're not both real?
Do they have like
they're
that
both
die
real,
near them?
but that one's an imposter.
Remember the die?
That's not.
I don't know what that means.
He's disguised himself.
No. Okay, chill. They're bears. They're fucking bears.
Well, two are gorillas, one's a bear.
Just say this is the real one. Fucking believe us. You don't have to explain. Come on now.
This is the real one. Anyways, I don't want you guys to get hurt, so stay here. We're gonna clear this place out.
There you go. I don't want you to have to explain. So there's spells, all right? I have a crab. Hold on, I got a crab for this.
I got a crab for this.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have that big die still?
No, they left it in the yard out by that.
Y'all remember me? We fought together.
Yeah, there's only one of you, right?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know.
Oh, all right.
Well, okay. How about this? Right, this is the good Ragnor, and that's the bad Ragnor you saw earlier.
That's the bad Ragnor. Yeah, that's the bad one.
Bad Ragnor. This is the good Ragnor.
And you see the bears in the back, and he just goes, "So there are two of them." Like 3 steps behind the conversation.
Oh my god.
Well, Art walks away.
Yes, thank you. I will communicate as monkey. All right. So two of you. Two Ragnar?
Two of us.
Let's go fight him. You come with me.
All right, yeah. And they start charging the Ragnar at the door.
No. The other one.
No.
Other one.
I think we just keep
Other
here.
one.
Why do you continue to try to explain anything to bears, boys? Bears are
gorillas still.
Hold on, it's gorillas. The bear's just slower.
The gorillas are. The gorillas. All right, we don't need them. Okay, this is
I
a goddamn
agree.
distraction. Why are we?
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think we just keep going. We tell them to keep safe.
I thought Marge wasn't here.
Marge isn't here, but the crab's pissed about all of it.
Okay, I was just having fun. Sorry.
All right, guys. I want y'all to stay here, stay quiet, and we'll come back for you guys later.
Well, that's what the short bald man told us to do. Yeah, he's really nice. I miss him. Where's that man at?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm sure you'll see him soon.
Was it Grabber? No, it was Goober, I believe. The short, angry. He was one of the Ragnars. It's fine. We'll stay here. He told us to go to this place anyway. So if you tell us to, that's double the reason to, right? Yeah, I think that's double the reason. I think we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they all kind of nod. The bear's just like, so we're not fighting.
Nope. You're staying right here, and you're guarding this room right here.
Okay. It's almost dinner time. Yeah, we've not been fed in days.
I was saving it. I was saving it for the boys at the last minute, but Trent's gonna cast Goodberry and just give everybody a Goodberry.
Aww. You see the bear immediately like drops to all fours and starts sniffing your hands.
Oh, he's kind of cute. And I start like petting it like in between his ears.
Oh. Tries to eat all the berries out of your hand.
One.
I pull my hand back and I pull out one and I like just like put it like I don't open your mouth. Just fucking toss it down his throat.
That's pretty good. And just saunters his way back down the hall. Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime.
Well, thank you. We're gonna go back to guarding the armory like we were told to do. good luck with the other Ragnor, I guess.
If nobody comes for you in a couple days, you're free to leave.
Where do we go then? We can go back to the tree?
Yep.
The tree may be safer than here at the moment.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe. You don't say.
We could get our dice back, and you hear them, like, talking to each other, like, yeah, we can roll dice again. Like, as they start walking down the hall.
And if we do come back for you, I'll forge my own dice for you.
What does forge mean?
Oh
I don't know, but it sounds like more dice. They just go mumbling off toward the armory.
That's some good math. That's fucking kills them. I don't know how to add, bro. Well done.
That sounds like more time. All right, y'all ready to get out of here? Let's forge on.
Sounds like more dice. Fuck, that was good. Oh, I'm gonna lie, that was good.
I have one extra good berry. I'm gonna feed it to the crab.
The crab, I definitely will enjoy that.
You see, even in its spider form, it kind of just, like, looks like it's examining it, and you see its mandibles kind of, like, and, like, bite into it and, like, nod at you, and you see something, like, flash in its eyes for a second. And you watch as, like, the seals on its body start to... It's like it's tensing against them again. But, you watch as it, like, kind of lays down for a minute, relaxes. You see the glow of the runes slowly fades. The seals fade a little bit. Or dim, at the very least. And you watch as a small, like, banana leaf-sized pouch of good berries appears in front of it to return to you.
Thank you.
Marge, if you do not have good berry on your spell list, the crab now has it.
Hell yeah. I did not.
Yep. And with that, seeing even more of House Ragnor desecrated and the Ragnors being marched to uncertain ends into what you can only assume to be the Underdark, we are going to stop there for the night, and we will hopefully conclude House Ragnor next session.
Let's go.
I'm glad they're safe.
I am too.
I am amazed you guys got through the courtyard with minimal conflict. Well done.
Yeah, I was really I can't say I was. We as a group, we really hit that encounter like big brain.
And you guys stuck together. You guys held it together.
I feel like that was mostly art.
Nah.
I mean, shot that guy in the fucking throat. That was rad.
One guy eat shit, and I'm glad it was that one.
That guy started talking. I was like, all right, well, fuck it.
Just start screaming at you in other language. You're like, fuck, dude, I can't fucking read. Just
I think it's a Wolfenstein clip where the guy's like, actually, I'm from Arizona. And he just, like, gets the look on his face and shoots him.
Yeah.
That's what I pictured Art doing right there. Was just like that look. Go ahead.
That's when Adolf Hitler shoots Ronald Reagan in the face.
Yeah, just like, just the look on his face and then the aggressive gunshot. That's just how I pictured Art right there.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, so good. All right, so thank you guys.
Level up.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
2 weeks out for the next sesh?
2 weeks out for the next sesh.
Cool.
Mount Claw is now level 8 going into the finale of House Ragnor.
Hell yeah.
So get your levels.
We don't get that until long rest, right?
I will say you will not get the extra HP from getting more max HP, but I will let you pick your new spells, get your new abilities.
Hell yeah.
Grab your feet. Or ASI, whichever you would like to do.
I already got. I've had a hold of my feet this whole time.
You're holding both your feet, like one in each
At
hand.
the same time. Yeah. Oh yeah. This whole entire time.
That's impressive.
You're just
In that yoga pose. But yeah, no. Feel free to if you guys want to do max HP now, we can do that now for those who are here.
Yeah, a date.
Eileen, if you would like to wait and roll for yourself, or I can roll for you, either way.
I'll wait for next astral. Just remind me. I'll
Unders-
make a little note in some kind of server.
I was gonna say, if you're able to on mobile right now, if you could just put just like make a note in the tavern chat, just say like leveled up,
Level up when I can. Yeah.
just put like Ragnor and Equilibrium if you could for me, please, because both of you will need to level up, and I'll make a post about it later too. So a D8 for Trent.
Yeah, B7.
Trent, is that a level in Bard?
Yes.
Understood. We reroll once.
Hell yeah.
I'll match you.
Sounds great.
7 looked good.
All right.
Art, you got a D10, D8,
D10.
D10.
B7.
Do my best. Nope.
It was almost a 10.
Almost, yeah. Roll
I'll
right
take
off
a
of it. Yep, yep, yep.
Not mad with that.
Yep. All right. Marjorie. Got a D8 as well. Reroll your 1. 1 suck. Reroll the 1 again. I don't care. No, ain't nobody taking a 1.
Oh, whoops. If I roll it 3 times in a row, I'll get an 8.
Shit, you right.
I'll beat a 7.
I will try to beat a 7. It's looking like 7s tonight.
7s and 1s.
Did that go through? Not. 4 for me. So go ahead and take the 7. Plus your con and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 of you done, so we just got Ragnor and Equilibrium for next time, so that should work. Yeah, like I said, check and see what you get at level 8. Feel free to pick a feat or an ASI if you would like. Please tell me, DM me somewhere, or put it in one of the D&D chats, what you are taking for level 8, whether you're taking a feat or an ASI. Just let me know.
I'm taking a fighter. I don't know what the fuck are fighter subclass is called.
Oh shit! Okay, you in level 3 in fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I got access to 4th level spells.
Nice.
Big.
Hell yeah, that's big actually. After this level, I can start taking more levels in Artificer.
Yep.
I'm excited.
God, that's fighter is so hard to like stop dipping into once you start, because it's like, man, every level is huge.
You get like either you get like an ASI or a feat, or you get something crazy.
Well, it's literally what, like second wind, action surge, subclass, ASI or feat, extra attack, ASI again.
ASI again. It's like
I think it's like a subclass feature, ASI again. Like it's just it's nutty. It's so good.
It's crazy. But I'm gonna go. I like spell casting, so we love.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We love casting spells. You're goddamn right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns for everybody before we round back up in 2 weeks?
I'm good.
I don't think so.
All right, y'all. GG's.
Yep, GG's. Hold on, everybody. Wrap up House Ragnor next week, hopefully. Or in 2 weeks from now. Do a little outro real quick. As you know, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys hang out, or if you watch the VODs or whatever you're doing. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody, as always, being patient with me as a DM. A lot of the stuff is like, there is stuff ruled on the fly. There are house rules. We play by rule of cool. We play by what is fun. I play by what I think is fair without, skewing the game too far in one side's favor or another. We're here to have a good time, and that's what matters. But I appreciate you guys being along with us for the ride for this long. I'm going to try to find someone else to raid out to, hopefully who is also doing D&D stuff, so please bear with me for a moment. Also, actually, maybe get a little bit of music going here while I do that in the meantime. Because it is going to take just a moment here. Actually, let's do that. Let's try this. There we go. All right, now let's see who we can find. Let's see what other D&D streams are going on. I love rating D&D streams. You know what? This person's just boars, and more boars, and that's close enough to bears. I read it as bears at first, so we'll have a look over here. Let's make sure they're speaking English real quick.
What if it doesn't?
Okay. They are speaking English. We're gonna send you guys over to Kami Jace Gaming. So thank you guys so much as always. Appreciate you guys. Go show them some love. Go show them some support. Looks like they're having a great time. Also boars. So I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully see you guys in 2 weeks to finish up. Take it easy.